The big news this week is the full moon lunar eclipse in Pisces. And how is it going to be for your sign? Stick around. It's time for the midweek reset. Let's get ready to tarot. Welcome, everybody. It's Jeff here at Raise Your Vibration TV, and it is time for your midweek reset tarot reading. And this is going to be for August 26th, all the way to September 1st. That's right. I do believe that summer is officially over, everybody, and we're just going to have to deal with that, I guess. It was a good one. The weather was extremely good. It was hot. It was dry. But now it's starting to already start to feel like fall right away. I mean, if you're in Western New York, you know exactly what I'm talking about with the torrential downpour of rain we got, you know what I mean? And it just added to it. So we got big news this week for ourselves, and let's go ahead and get that all set and ready to go. But first, before we do that, we're going to clear our energy first. So without further ado, I've already had this ready to go. So let's go ahead and take a slow, deep breath in. Thank you so much for being here. Let's go ahead. And now release. Beautiful. Let's clear our energy out. The theme for this week is recognizing things that are holding us back and letting them go with this full moon. Okay? Take another slow, deep breath in and release. Let the week go, the weekend, whatever you're holding on to no longer serves you. One last big, deep breath in. And now exhale. And release. Beautiful. Very good. So glad you are all here. Jesus, let me clear my throat. Let me clear my throat. All right, everybody. Let's get some high vibes going. Okay, let's clear the table. Let's bless the decks. Let's get ready, everybody, for an exciting episode of What's My Future? If you are new to the channel, welcome. My name is Jeff Smith. I am a professional tarot reader and astrologer, bringing you the cosmic vibes for the cosmic weather. This is the portion of the tarot read where we go over all the astrological events and energy that's going on, and we got one big one going on this week on Friday, and it is the full moon partial lunar eclipse in Pisces. So Pisces, be aware, we've got some work to do. I have a Pisces moon, so this affects me in an emotional way. How it's going to affect everybody also. So please be aware of that. All right. So like I said, the big news is the lunar eclipse. Oh my God, look at all this smoke. All right, so let's put this over here where it may not be a problem. Yes, because I don't want it to screw up the camera. Wow, that thing is smoking. Good, we need some cleansing here. But anyway, the big news is the full moon lunar eclipse. We are starting the week off with a waxing gibbous phase, so this gives us some time to reflect and do some fine tuning, all right? Very important for us to do that. Let me open up my notes really quick. Just so I'm not missing anything, but I know what I'm talking about, but there are some things that I wrote down that I thought were pretty profound. So let me go ahead and open those up. And in the meantime, we're going to discuss the full moon very briefly here because I'm going to be doing a live on Thursday. So we're going to discuss the whole full moon lunar eclipse and learn about it and what it is with this cycle and all of that. So mark your calendars for that. Let's go ahead and let me see my notes. How's everybody doing? Hope everybody is doing well. Cheers to a Virgo season. We are in Virgo season right now. We moved out of Leo season and now have moved into Virgo season. So happy birthday, Virgos out there. And thank you so much, everybody, for watching. So, Mercury is just freshly moved into its sign. It rules Virgo too. So we have that, which is very good. I really like that energy. Anytime a planet that rules a sign goes into its sign, well, it's just home. It feels good there. And communications can be flowing a lot more easily. With this eclipse that we're having on the 27th, 28th, it all depends on where you are on the planet. This is, the moon opposes the sun. So we've got this surrender versus control axis, okay? And this is the 6th and the 7th eclipse of Virgo Pisces. It's been running since 2024. So let's take a look back. Let's reflect on what was going around September of 2024, 2 years ago. We're closing out this cycle, okay? So if you have anything lingering, we're closing it out. This week opens up with mental clarity. Again, Mercury is going to be cazimi, and we've been learning about cazimi. That means that the Mercury is placed in front of the sun without it being burnt out. It's actually shining more. So again, this is, it peaks with an emotional release for this eclipse, and then we pivot into bold action. So the arc for this week kind of goes like this, everybody. Feel it, release it, and act on it, but don't force it. Very big, okay? We need to feel it. You may be asking yourself, there may be some things that you've been dealing with lately that you're like, why is this coming up? Because we're going to release it for this full moon, okay? And because it's a lunar eclipse and it's partial, so we're actually going to be able to see it in our neck of the woods. So I hope it's clear out so we can see that. But Friday's full moon is going to be big, and it's a big emotional release. I kind of look at it as us kind of a deep sigh, like, oh, thank God. We're finally letting this go. And, as we move through the week, so on Wednesday, today, August 26th, if you're watching it on Wednesday, the moon's in Aquarius all day. So it's a breather before the storm. We may be a little detached. We may be social. It's big picture energy. Good day for community groups or stepping back before the emotional wave hits us. On Thursday, the 27th, Mercury is cazimi in Virgo. So Mercury sits literal in the heart of the sun. And that's sudden clarity. It could be a flash of, I finally see what I need to release or what's going on here. It's sharp decision making. This is your last chance. Well, I would say this is your last clear-headed moment before the Pisces fog rolls in. And then on 3:04 in the afternoon on Thursday, the moon enters Pisces, and that's the emotional tide starts rising. Right on schedule, okay? Then at 12:18 a.m., the full moon partial eclipse happens, and we're nearing a 2-year story here. Moon's going to be in Pisces all day, so it could be a heightened intuition, vivid dreams, emotional release. It's a sensitive day, so protect your energy on Friday. And we'll talk more about that on Thursday's live and the freaking weekend that we do on Fridays for the vibe for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. We got Moon in Pisces all day until 10:37 at night on Saturday, and then it enters Aries, and the shift from dissolving to doing begins. So give yourself some grace this weekend, please. Again, Pisces does roll in the fog a little bit, and even though we can't see it, the sun is still shining. We just need that light to burn through that fog. So allow your light to shine even brighter during this time where it can really dim us, all right? So that's very important. Now, on the 28th, we're also having the Sun square Uranus and Mercury square Uranus. So, okay, this could be a little challenging, Again, it's the epiphany, and then all of a sudden I got to take action. But let's kind of slow it down a little bit. Let's pace ourselves, okay? Now, as we move into Sunday, August 30th, the moon's in Aries all day. It's bold, it's impulsive, it's a let's move energy, good. First real chance to act on what the eclipse reveals, okay? On the 31st, on Monday, Jupiter trine Saturn. I like this. It's very supportive. It's a stabilizing aspect after this weekend's kind of jarring, okay? Expansion is Jupiter, instruction is Saturn, and working together for once. So good luck landing plans, not just having revelations, okay? Now on Tuesday, as we finish out this midweek, we've got the moon in Aries until 4 a.m., and then it moves into Taurus, and the week grounds out at 6 a.m. Mars squares Saturn. That's a little bit challenging also. So we have these challenging aspects. Again, it's all challenging us to look through that fog. Focus. When we're trying to really see and get clarity with this eclipse, we have to go a little bit deeper. We have to focus a little more. We have to squint, scrutinize, maybe get the aid of a telescope or a magnifying glass, to binoculars to kind of really see past the fog. All right. So basically the key themes for this week are as follows. Release before rebuilding. With this eclipse, it asks you to let go of a 2-year pattern, that Virgo Pisces axis, and especially before you act on it. So we cannot move forward without releasing this energy. We get clarity, and then we surrender to it. With Mercury Cazimi, it gives you the aha moment right before the emotional wave, so trust what you see. And support exists, but don't rush. Jupiter and Saturn help to stabilize the eclipse insight into real plans, but Mars and Saturn closes the week with a warning against forcing action. So let's not force anything. That's when things literally go tits up. We don't need to force anything. We kind of need to feel our way through this, okay? So, overall vibration for this week is this. Feel it, release it, then build it. Slowly. Okay? Very important. This is a week of emotional excavation. What the fuck? And it's followed by real, if restrained, forward motion. Okay? The universe hands you clarity and then asks you to surrender something old. And only after that you can take a step. And even then, it wants you to be strategic, not reactive. Now, that's one of the downfalls of Pisces. Pisces is a water sign. We can be very reactive. Okay? It's one thing if you can release these emotions. It's another thing to adversely react to something. Okay? And again, with all these squares that are happening, the Sun and Uranus, Mercury and Uranus, and then we have later on Mars square Saturn, it's giving us that, the instability versus the stability, the non-clarity to the clarity, the action, the non-action to the action. You see what I'm saying? So there's definitely a big shift over the weekend. That means we got to release. Okay, so let's go on down the line through all the signs, and I'm going to let you know exactly where this highlights and spotlights in your chart. All right, so we're going to start with Aries. Aries, you got permission to rest. This is happening in your 12th house. So your burnout chapter closes. Rest is important, and also cleaning out the mental clutter in our minds. All right, Taurus, this is happening in your 11th house, and it's your people, and they're being revealed, maybe for the good, maybe for the bad. Your friend group or creative project culminates, and then maybe there's some drama going on there. Again, the full moon lunar eclipse can be much. Let's chill out here. Let's see things. Let's get clarity on our friend groups, okay? Gemini, this is happening in your 10th house. Is this foundation or spotlight? That's the question. It's career versus home, and it kind of comes to a head. So if we're working too much, we get an overload of all the things that we got at home and vice versa, okay? So just be aware of that. But an excellent opportunity to kind of see things, what's going on in the workplace. Be mindful of that, all right? Cancer, this is happening in your 9th house, so this is for the bigger truth. This is about a belief, a worldview finally starts to crystallize, okay? Oh, excuse me. I got the hiccups. Leo, this is happening in our 8th house. So the 8th house, 2nd house axis. And what it's saying is what you're really worth, shared resources, and it's actually a self-worth reset. So releasing those emotions that keep us down, that keep us going, no, you don't deserve that. Leo needs to reach for more and heal, okay? Virgo, this is your season, and it's happening in your axis. Pisces is opposite Virgo, and this is happening in your 7th house. This is like a mirror moment for you. Eclipse lands right on your axis, and a relationship confronts you directly, so be aware of that. Again, aha. All right? Libra, this is happening in your 6th house. The habit that has to go. What is it? We got to get rid of it. So getting rid of the fucking clutter in your life on a daily basis is important. No more doom scrolling. I'm fearing Libra, so be aware of that. Scorpio. Scorpio. This is happening in your 5th house, and this is reclaiming your joy. Romance, creativity culminates, and friendships shift also, so be aware of that, okay? Now, Sagittarius. This is happening in your 4th house. Is it home or is it career? I guess this is what it's asking you. So roots versus ambition, and it's a decision point. So make the best of it, Sag, okay? Capricorn, it's all happening in your 3rd and 9th house. Well, your 3rd house. Say what you mean, okay? A conversation or worldview crescendos. So maybe you just gotta say what you mean and say it loud and say it proud and don't be apologetic, all right? Aquarius, it's happening in your 2nd house of knowing your value. So money, values, they're tied to share resources, and it shifts, so again, I'm releasing things that make me question my value because I am worth my weight in gold. All right. And finally, Pisces, this is happening in your 1st house. So it's all about a total reset, and it's a total you. This eclipse lands right directly on you, and it's the most personal of all the 12. So how can we shed anything that's stopping us to be the best person we can be? Such beautiful answers can be yours if you choose by simply releasing, Pisces. So again, if we got to release some emotions after the last 2-year whirlwind we've been on, then so be it. But do not deny yourself the release that you so rightly need, okay? So I hope that helps everybody. Again, this whole thing is teaching us surrender versus control. And when the sun is in Virgo, there is a control aspect to this. We got to know everything, get all of it in line. Communications are important. And this is saying to make moves later on in this weekend, but not to do it quickly, not impulsively, but to move slowly. And there's nothing wrong with that. And this lunar eclipse gives us it just kind of, we're releasing something that feels good. Really can't put my finger on it because, again, that Pisces veil is kind of over everything. You know what I mean? And Neptune, Pisces ruler, has that effect of, meh, you know what I mean? And that's why we're moving slowly. Just because we've got this fog doesn't mean, I can just go straight and I'll be fine. You might hit a wall, and we don't want to go there. All right, so I hope that helps. Again, we're going to be doing the live Thursday at 7 p.m. Make sure you tune in for that here on YouTube. I'm going to be promoting that and all of that too. So again, lots of info coming out on how to release. But the biggest thing, with that full moon energy, is a culmination of things. It's a realization, big realizations and epiphanies coming for a lot of people, and also a time to celebrate. Full moons are a celebration after all, when it's shining light down on things that we need to work on. And it's time to release a lot of bullshit, everybody. All right, so I hope that helped. Thank you all for watching. Now we're going to jump to everybody's individual tarot signs. Timestamps are in the description, of course, as always, in the comments. And if you would like a personal reading with me, well, then I am your dude. you can go ahead and click the link in the description and it'll bring you to my booking page to book in person if you're in the Western New York area here at the Circle of Light in Fredonia, or online. If we can do it anywhere in the galaxy, I'm doing it on Zoom. Okay? And the readings are just as wonderful. And just to recap a little bit for this weekend, a lot of viewers came in and took advantage of the specials that I had for the weekend, and it was really fun. Even though it stormed like a motherfucker, we still had a great time. And thank you all who came out. It was a wonderful weekend, and I love you guys. I'm telling you, when people walk in and I'm like, hey, how you doing? You know, what are you here for today? What can I do for you? Well, I watch your channel and I heard about the specials and I'm here to get a reading. I'm just like, oh, it melts my heart, you know. And I've had so many people walk in this week and weekend, actually, just loving the channel and watching it. And I'm so glad because, you know, I'm just here by myself, not getting any feedback from everybody's readings and stuff. So it's, you know, it's a little kind of jarring, you know. Am I reaching people? Am I doing it right? You know, but seems like I am, and I'm just going to keep improving, everybody. So thank you so much for stopping in and saying hi and getting readings. And I got gifts of all kinds, and it was a great weekend. And, you know, I don't know, it's the Leo in me that just eats up the celebrity of it. You know what I mean? Because it's just fantastic. So, you know, I love you all. Thank you so much for watching. Let's start with Aries and let's get to it. Let's go. Aries, welcome to your midweek reset tarot reading, and this is going to be for the dates August 26th all the way to September 1st. Wow, here we are. There goes summer. Fuck. Kids are going back to school. I hope you enjoyed yourself, Aries, okay? So thank you so much for being here. We are going to do your tarot for this week, so let's go to the tarot table and begin. And why do we have this kind of weird lighting here? We should be good. You're probably wondering what this is, but we're going to look into this a little later for you. So there's a little surprise, something new, but let's go ahead and get your angel numbers to start the reading, okay? So let's do this, Aries. We got that full moon lunar eclipse. If you didn't check out the cosmic weather at the beginning of the video, please do, because that's where we get all the info on what the hell's going on. So our angel numbers this week, Aries, are 5, 6, 7 with evolution. You are evolving spiritually and emotionally, moving towards greater wisdom and understanding. Yeah, absolutely. And with Saturn and Neptune in your sign, that is all helping you move forward. The 5, 6, 7 is kind of like a march 5, 6, 7, 8, you know? But you're evolving, and it's good. Evolution is important. You just can't stay stagnant. So let's get a message from our guides. This is from the Energy and Spirit Oracle. And let's see what we got for you, Aries, okay? It has rained here from Saturday all the way to actually this morning. And now the clouds are clearing. It's got that fall vibe. You know, the clouds are big, extra, and fluffy. You know, it's so weird. Like, as soon as my birthday, July 31st, happened, like right after that, it turned right to fall. You know, really weird. I always thought that we had to redo our calendar, but I don't know. Maybe it's just, you know, aging kind of has you see things differently. But your message from your guide is number 9, and it's the healing heart. I love that. With love, acceptance, and romance. So let's go ahead and read up on that, shall we? Ooh, we need our amethyst piece there to hold it down. All right, so Aries, this card brings bountiful joy and hope at this time. You may have had blocks to love before, but those old frustrations and pains are being resolved. Your optimism about love is increasing. And you, in turn, are experiencing increasingly loving treatment. The process of healing heart energy always starts and ends with the self. You may have received misinformation about yourself or about love from your parents or your partners in the past, but this difficult experience that once caused you to lose trust are now being released. Perfect time for it. Okay? And that's that inner work you need to do that we talked about at the beginning of the video, so check that out. So, what do? You're finally ready to love and to be loved. So open your heart to the tender care you truly deserve. Rest assured that the light of divine love is shining on your own heart center. New love, abundant friendship, and tenderness are on the way. Your affirmation is this: the light of the divine love heals my heart. I open my life to the tender, caring treatment my soul deserves. Absolutely. Amen. Hallelujah for that. That's all part of your evolution also. Okay? Let's get our shadow work. Let's see what we got. Yeah, so falls in full swing. Look at that. Wounded healer. Wow. Interesting. Could be about relationships, transforming that energy, evolving. The wound is the place where the light enters. So this is about having empathy, its healing, and its purpose. Again, the healing heart, healing, evolution, it's all part of that. You know what I mean? So be aware. Interesting. Let's get, there we go, right there. All right, and it's an end. What's it an end to, Jeff? I'm going to tell you. It's an end to, number one, fear. Maybe fear of being loved. Maybe fear of being successful. I mean, we usually are fearful of the things that we really want. And it's an end to this also, resistance. Again, it's that go with the flow energy. Again, this eclipse is teaching us all surrender versus control. And you have no control over how things are going to go. But you can look at it in a totally different light. Okay? So, with that being said, let's go ahead and start the reading. And see what we have. So let's do this. Okay. Yeah. All right. So this is a time to take action. It's time to communicate, but it's not a time to get it. 5 of Cups is getting out of this fear and resistance. It's wasting our energy where we should really be making plans right now. And this is very important for you. And I want you to embrace that energy, Aries. Okay. So be on the lookout for that. Is that you will have a tendency to kind of just, you know what I mean? When we need to start taking action. Make plans and act on them. You see the bike here. You got a little bit of a break. That's okay. But now it's time to move forward. The Knight of Swords is definitely saying that. Let's get rid of our fear. Okay? The King of Wands is making a change. Stepping into this. Even though it's scary, it's necessary. Okay? Wow. Very telling. Very telling. But it all depends. It seems like it's focus driven. What are we focusing on? Things that we can control? Maybe just surrendering and saying, okay, universe, show me how good it can get. That's the best thing you could say. Yeah, so let's deal with our shadows, the wounded healer, opening our heart and all of that. And work on our shadow big time. And letting go of conflict and defeat. Another 5. It's all this. Wow. Can't believe, what am I yawning for? Jesus. I didn't go to bed till late last night. I don't know why. I just all of a sudden looked. I'm like, oh my God, it's 1:30. I mean, never have that problem. I don't know. I was just involved with what I was doing, I guess. Just time seems to be going by so swiftly, you know? All right, so the Queen of Cups is, with relationships, it's kind of like nurturing our emotions and kind of releasing anything that keeps us stuck in our shadow. You know what I'm saying? It's reciprocating energy. That's what you really want to focus on and get away from putting our energy into things that don't pay off. And you're in a manifesting mode right now. So singles, make it happen, you know, but we've got fear and resistance here, which is a big, big, big problem for you. So we really need to work on that. That's part of your soul's evolution. And I think it's acceptance and healing and purpose will really help with that. So let's get... Ooh, is that it? Yeah. Okay. So the universe is saying to you, trust. It's safe to trust in this situation, whatever that is. Okay? Big time. Trust yourself, trust the situation, trust the process, and trust the healing. Okay? Let's get what's the vibe. There it is. Wow. Yeah. Consequences. Bad choices, games, and mixed signals. Again, no more mixed signals, no more playing games, and starting to make better choices for ourselves, okay? Because they have consequences. And you may be sitting in some of that right now, but now it's a time to heal. There's no better time than now to heal. I'm telling you, that's big for you, okay? So let's get a closing message, and then we're going to do our new little thing here. And one of the viewers actually gave me this gift. They came in a little bottle, all these charms. So I can't wait to use it. All right. Yeah, the King of Wands and the Two of Wands really state this heavily, is expand, Aries. You're being asked to expand. You live in a huge world with endless possibilities, and staying safe is no longer working for you. It's time to make your world just a little bit bigger, and it's time to imagine the possibilities and go for them. And releasing any mixed signals, self-doubt, or anything. Again, the 12th house focus is letting go of things that no longer serve you. And I believe that's one of them, is the mental, keeping ourselves safe. No bueno, okay? Just move slowly through this energy, Aries. The moon's going to be in your sign towards the later of the week, and that's going to make all the difference, okay? That's when you're going to start to see the effects roll out. So let's go to the tarot table and pick out a little charm for you. What's it going to be? What's it going to be? And it's this. Can you see that? Can we focus in on that? Focus. Okay, let's see if we could do it that way. There we go. It's like the medical symbol. What do they call that? I don't even know what they call that. Let me see if it's on here, because I got a list of things. What's that called? It's not, yeah. What would that be called? Maybe it's on here. Is it catecheus? Catecheus, I think that's how you say it. Catecheus. This is about health, wholeness, and healing. Again, so here we are. Healing. And the symbol for healing. Wow. Very interesting. Okay, very cool. Catecheus. Caduceus. Very Greek, of course. Catecheus. Okay, but that has to do with health, wholeness, and healing. Again, a healing time for you, Aries. Embrace this in all its aspects. All right, so that is going to do it for your midweek reset. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to watch the live Thursday. We're going to talk more about this full moon lunar eclipse, and also with a meditation. Also, I'm telling you, just love putting this stuff out there for you. All right, Aries, heal. and get rid of things and all of that that will allow this healing to take place. Okay, thank you all for watching. I love you all, and I will see you soon. Taurus, welcome to your midweek reset tarot reading, and this is going to be for the dates August 26th to September 1st. Welcome, Taurus. Hope you are having a great week and on your way to a great week as we get ready for this full moon lunar eclipse. You know how we do. Make sure you check out the cosmic weather and so many other things that I'm going to have special for you on the channel to kind of help us release with this full moon energy. It's very important that we do. And check out the cosmic weather at the beginning of this video. Okay, so without further ado, let's go to the tarot table and begin. Now you may be going, Jeff, what's that in the corner there? Well, one of our viewers, one of our Vibe Tribers, Donnell, she came in this weekend actually, to get a reading, and she gave me one of the many gifts she gave me. That was one of them. She got this. She bought this at Lilydale. It was all these charms in a bottle, and it came with all these meanings of what they mean. So at the end of the reading, we're going to pick a charm just for you, Taurus. Pretty exciting. I thought, you know what? I see Baba Jolie do that, and she's one of the readers that I watch that inspired me to do my channel. And yeah, I feel like now I can go ahead and be like her. Thank you so much for your wonderful likes, shares, and subscribes. All right, so you have 0.0, but this leads to divine guidance. So Taurus, you're receiving guidance and protection from the universe. Trust in the divine plan for your life. Now more than ever, okay? This is happening in your 11th house of hopes, dreams, and wishes, so open up to that. Trust the plan that the universe has for you. Now, you may not be able to see it yet, but trust me, everything's working in your favor. Let's get a message from our guides. This is the Energy and Spirit Oracle. And let's see what our guides have to say. You know, right away, right out of the gate, there's divine guidance going on here. I love it. Okay. Oh, shit. And there's a lot of guides that got a lot to tell you. Interesting. Okay. Wait, those are flipped over. Okay. Let's do it one more time. There it is. Boom. And look at that. Personal guide with number 38, Guardian Angel and Spirit Family. Pay attention, Taurus. Pay attention. That stuff don't come out random like that. You know what I mean? Wow. Let's read it up. 38. Very interesting. Divine guidance, personal guide. Wow. Okay, so this card brings messages of devotion from powerful spirits who are very close to you. It reveals two special spirits who have been with you since birth, your personal guide and your guardian angel. Your personal guide serves as a pipeline to the important wisdom and mysteries of the universe. This guide is with you at the most important moments of your life, bringing valuable information in times of personal transformation. So notice when you have an epiphany about a difficult situation, or a spark of awareness, or a flash of courage, just when you need it the most. That's the energy of your personal guide, whose love and inspiration always empowers you. Now, the other spirit signified here is your ever-present guardian angel. This wonderful being has been with you every moment of your life, bringing profound love, protection, peace, and personal inspiration. There's no end to the valuable gifts this angel can offer you, and since he or she is always with you, those blessings can be shared at any time. Communicate with this loving being often to forge a deeper relationship. The sense of support you receive will be liberating. Wow. So your affirmation this week is, loving, helpful spirits and angels surround me. I am always open to the guidance they bring. Again, guidance. Guidance. You are being guided here. Pay attention. Will the same messages keep popping up? Well, we're just going to have to wait and see. Interesting, though, and exciting nonetheless, Taurus. Okay? So let's get our shadow and see what we need to work here. Okay. and it's feathered omens. Even the sweetest bird harbors the fierce intentions. This is about self-deceit, illusion, and things being kept secret. So again, maybe a secret is being revealed to you. Maybe the self-deceit, you're being guided out of the illusion and the self-deceit. That's what this full moon is actually doing. If you want to talk about illusion, it's this full moon, you know? So, let's get some earthbound oracles and see what we have for you. Let's get 3 cards. 1, 2, and oh, 1 more. Which one? That one. Okay. Ooh. Wait. Let's do it again. 1 more. Beautiful. Okay. Now, the message here is balance. That's what we want to focus on. And that's balance of all, you know, in any kind of situation. We have gift in life, the gift of life. You know, we've got the seeds here. That's the real gift in this whole message. Not the apple. Sure, the apple will satisfy your hunger. But what happens after that? You know what I mean? Seeds hold the potential of life, and that's the gift in the apple. The seeds are what will enable you to never go hungry. You see what I'm saying? Again, the acorn, seeds, plant those seeds now. Maybe release some things that are stopping you from doing that. Very interesting. But I like that. Your life is a gift. You know, maybe things will come into balance when you realize that, when you really embrace that thinking, you know. It's beautiful, actually. Maybe some of you are finding out that you're going to have a baby, you know. Interesting. Okay. Let's see what else we got for you. Let's see, what else? What else do we have for Taurus? Wow, just a lot. Just little chaotic energy here. A little mismanaged, I believe. I think that's the best way I can describe it. Again, maybe things are out of balance for you. And you just kind of need to take a step back this week and kind of see things the way they are. Interesting. All right. Okay. It's your move this week. I'm going to tell you that right now. And the best advice I can give you is to not let these, I guess, the bastards get you down. You know what I mean? The self-deceit is real here. And we really need to take a step back from this. Again, surrender versus control. An end to things. Let's put some things to rest, especially self-deceit. That is huge with the 7 of Swords. And your Feathered Omens card is about self-deceit. So again, you have to be really weary about how we're talking to ourselves. We got to put that side of our, I would say, defense mechanism to rest. The Knight of Cups is, it's your move, and an offer also coming in who will actually hold on, not hold on, but, you know, it's your move and the options come in. The sun is, you just need to shine. You know what I mean? That's all you need to do. You are being divinely guided. You're not going at this alone. Again, lots of deceit here. Okay. So let's see. Let's see, what else do we have? I was just texting my daughter because, you know, Dolly Parton died, unfortunately. So she's like, holy shit, Dolly Parton died. Who's next? I'm like, Everyone keep Liam Neeson safe. Now that's all over Facebook, you know. But Godspeed, Dolly. You had some tiggle bitties. All right, so heartache and loss. Okay, it's an end to that. That self-deceit that keeps making us circle back to that. You know, again, the sun is very positive. This is a very positive reading. Amongst all of this, it's very positive, you know. And the magician being aware that you create the reality you are living. This is gold. This is great. I really love this reading. When you get 2 sun cards, this is positive beyond belief here, you know. Let's look at our relationships. Rest in peace, Dolly. You know, she really kept herself together, too. You know what I mean? It's really weird because I saw a lot of things about Dolly Parton in my feed the last few days. And then all of a sudden she, you know, passes on. Weird. I don't know. All right. For relationships, it's take down your walls of defense. Again, we don't need to be defensive. We need to be open. We need to communicate. We need to take action. We need to speak for ourselves. And of course, a positive way. And the 4 of Wands is celebrating beautiful energy here. Again, it's very positive. You know, even though we have these indicators of it's not going out in the reality. It's actually, you know, it's letting this go. I firmly believe that. So let's get some more messages from the divine guidance we are getting. And this could be the big thing right here is finances. Financial challenges are affecting this connection. As they do, usually breakups and problems in relationships are all financially related, unfortunately. But can we release that? That's a big thing for you Tauruses. Can we release the dependency on money and having all of that? You know, that's a big existential question you got to work on, you know. But let's get, what's the vibe? Let's see. Ooh, what else we got? There it is. Yeah, trapped, stuck. No options and unforgiveness. Again, this is a time to forgive. This is a time to move on. Let it go. Let it go. It's so important for you to let it go. And you're not trapped. You're trapped in this fear. I feel the overwhelm. I feel it in my gut, you know. But it's time to release that for you. You know what I mean, Taurus? So be aware of that. All right, let's get a closing message, and then we're going to move on to your charm. I definitely feel that for you. But it's I think we're trapped in the past, and you just need to let that go, or maybe trapped in your own psyche, you know? It's like your intrusive thoughts are really just, ugh, you know? Okay. Give. One of the best feelings we can experience is giving to others. When we do so, we feel lifted up and our lives improve greatly because of someone else's happiness. Think of one way you can give to another today. So this is, I guess we got to give in order to get, you know what I mean? Again, it's sharing, it's giving and receiving love. So that could be it too. You're working on yourself. And when you give yourself love, again, it returns itself to you in kind. All right, so let's go ahead and give this a little tussle. And we're going to pick out Taurus's charm for today. And what is it? And I believe it's a lantern. I'm going to put it on that card so we can focus on it. Yeah, it's a lantern. And let's read up on it. It's about illumination, identity, and vision. So, your closing little charm here is saying, keep a light on for yourself and your identity. That won't focus. learning that, shining as bright as the sun, trapping that lantern light. You know what I mean? Shining. The lantern illuminates also in the dark. So be aware of that. Wow. That's going to do it for your midweek reset tarot reading. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you check out Thursday's live, 7 p.m. here on YouTube, when we're going to go over the whole lunar eclipse and what it means for you. More info to help you raise your vibration, Taurus. Let your inner light shine, baby. That's all you got to do, and it'll burn away the fog of self-deceit and self-delusionment, okay? All right, everybody, I love you all. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you soon. Welcome, Gemini, to your midweek reset tarot reading, and this is going to be for August 26th all the way to September 1st. What? I want the camera to kind of zoom in, like, what? I mean, there it is. Summer's over. Remember in the spring, I was like counting down, couldn't wait. Fuck. Wow. I mean, just speechless. And Dolly Parton died. I mean, what the fuck? You know what I mean? Summer's over and goddamn Dolly Parton died. Jesus Christ. Now that's life, folks. You know what I'm saying? So, she was great. She did a lot. Dollywood, all of that. So, with that being said, if you, yeah, I mean, I gotta tell a story. I'm gonna tell you why I'm a little jarred, Everyone knows that, this is a time where I'm recording. I'm a little late today because I did readings earlier in the day. And everybody knows, don't call me, because I'm recording. And I get upset when you call me when I'm recording. It breaks my concentration. And my daughter texts me, holy shit, Dolly Parton died. Who's next? I don't know. I just text back, everyone hold on to Liam Neeson. You know what I mean? And she laughed. Then my mom calls me. Hi. I'm like, uh-oh. I know what this is about. But I don't know, I'm just like, what's going on? Dolly Parton died. I'm like, I know, she was 80. I know, Ma. She didn't look it. No, she didn't. And she kind of wanted to, she's like, oh, I'm just so devastated. It's just like, okay. You do know today's Tuesday. I gotta record. I didn't say that, of course. But, it's just, I don't know. Rest in peace, Dolly. Jolene. That's my little tribute to Dolly, and that's all I'm doing. Okay, so, yeah. Number one, Dolly, rest in peace. If I had a little, I'd pour it for my homies, you know what I mean? And don't call me while I'm recording. I jest. All right, so a lot of things to talk about. Make sure you check out the cosmic weather at the beginning of the fucking video so you can find out where this eclipse lands in you. And because it's in a mutable sign, you are also a mutable sign. It's going to have a little bit more of a pull on you, okay? So just be aware of that. There's a lot of things going on in your sign also, okay? So without further ado, let's go to the tarot table and begin. We're going to start with your angel numbers, and you're probably going, what's that? What is that, Jeff? What is that mystery bull? Well, you're just going to have to stick around and find out, okay? I'll give you a little backstory now. Had a lot of Vibe Tribers come in to the shop this weekend, even though it was pouring out. And son of a bitch. And one of our viewers, Donnell, she's a Virgo, she came in and she bestowed me with a lot of gifts. And this was one of them. And she's like, well, I don't really know what to do with these, but you can go ahead and use them. Maybe you could use them on your channel. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna. I watch a couple readers that pull out some charms for a little message, a little encouragement. So that's what we're going to do at the end of the reading. So thank you, Donnell, for the wonderful gift. Gifts, actually, because she hooked me up with a lot of stuff. So let's get your angel numbers, Gemini. And it's 535 this week with take a step. Let go of old beliefs and patterns that no longer serve you. Perfect time with this full moon. Prepare to step out of your comfort zone in order to grow and expand. Beautiful. This full moon actually has to do with your 10th house of career and how you look at the world. So let go of the old patterns and beliefs. Beautiful message. Let's get a message from our guides now. From the Energy and Spirit Oracle. Yeah, it's like 3 o'clock, and usually I'm done at 3 o'clock recording, but I had some readings to do starting at 11. And, well, those take priority, but I got, this is recording day. I get to record all day. So this is what I love to do. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. All right. So Gemini, you have currents of emotions with number 34 and uncontrolled feelings. Okay. So again, we need to really work on this. The full moon in Pisces is a water sign, so we've got lots of currents of emotions going on here. So let's see how we can manage this. The raging river on this card signals a time of great upheaval, with strong, seemingly uncontrollable feelings. You may already be experiencing an emotional situation at work or in your family, or one may be coming your way. You can stave off the problem by taking a logical, objective approach. If you don't get swept away by high emotions, the situation can be short-lived. So again, let's not let these emotions come up. Let's process them. Perhaps these high emotions have been a way of life for a while. Chronic anxiety or depression can make you feel overwhelmed and get you seriously out of balance. This agitation reduces beneficial attraction, for a raging river can only push things away. Let me say this again. A raging river can only push things away. Profound. It's time to take a look at your reactions and establish a new way of doing things. Get some clarity about what's actually stimulating these strong feelings. Difficult emotions come from negative thoughts and misinformed beliefs, so calm down. Vent your feelings in appropriate ways and choose more positive thoughts. This will allow you to take the action needed to honor your process and resolve things. So your affirmation is this: I remain balanced and peaceful. I perceive the situations around me with calm clarity, and my actions are tranquil and methodical. Okay, so we're not letting our emotions get the best of us this week. And we're taking a step to controlling this, letting go of old patterns and beliefs. Maybe this is the way you react to things, and it's time that we need to work on that, especially when it comes for work or something of that nature. So be aware of that. So let's move right along. Let's get our shadow work card. So let's see, Gemini, what do we have? Let's keep it going. There it is. Yes. Having hope. Beautiful. Love that. Navigate your shadows with compassion and gentleness. This is about having grace, kindness, and self-care. So take a step towards self-care to release these uncontrolled feelings, to knuckle down on them, I guess you could say. You know what I'm saying? Very important for you to do that this week. Okay? Train kept a-rolling all night long. Train kept a-rolling all night long. Train kept a-rolling all night long. train kept a rolling all night long in the heave and the hoe, and I just couldn't tell her so. Wow. All right, so air. Communication is important, and I think that's one way you can get rid of some of these uncontrolled feelings is let them go, especially ones that are hidden from you, that may be catalyzing some of this storm that you're feeling, okay? And I guess this all goes down to transformation and taking a step out of your comfort zone. It's having hope that the steps that you're taking are the right ones, and of course they are, you know? Your inner emotional guidance system will definitely shut shit down if it's not working in your favor. It really will. You know, it'll give you that red flag feeling. But again, take care of yourself. You know, let's especially women. Women have a way of holding on to emotions and not really expressing them, not allowing themselves the grace to kind of do that. Instead, they'll just tank them, and then God forbid one of these days Vesuvius blows and it's over, Johnny. It's over. Yeah, we need to reshuffle those. Okay. Anything else? So communication is important, taking that step, releasing these emotions, especially when it comes to the outside world and work. All right? So, yeah. The chaos of late has really got you defensive and put up your walls of protection. I understand that. But you have to understand that you're resilient and you can get through this. It takes proper planning, though. So start making plans. You could be making plans to travel also. This is the card of travel. And the King of Pentacles is, listen, you got this. Stay the course. There's a big message of you got this. Again, you know, even with this stormy river we're going in, you know, the storm, we're navigating it with grace. Okay? And really eliminating a lot of bullshit along the way. We're transforming. What is secret becomes seen. The unseen becomes seen. Okay? Let's get some oracles. And see what else adds to this wonderful reading for you. Okay, yeah. Strength, power, and the heart chakra. Big Leo influences. What did you learn during Leo season? Taking your power back instead of being powerless. Okay? And the heart shows a lot of emotions that need to be processed. So there's a theme kind of weaving into all this, all right? How can I get that? That light is really washing out the camera, and I don't know exactly how to adjust that. Jesus. Jeez Louise. I'm gonna make sure I call my mom later, see if she's all right. You know? All right, it's an ending, maybe to a way that we're looking at relationships. Being stuck in the past, not being able to make a choice. And really, Gemini, for relationships, there's an opportunity here you can't turn your back on, but you're not open to it. You know? And it's time for you to open up to it. All right? Wow, I wish that wouldn't wash out. I guess you just really can't do anything about that glare. But again, you have the power to kind of transmute this energy. All right? It's really about you stepping out of your comfort zone. Yeah, and making yourself vulnerable. Look at that. You can be completely open with this person. That may be the other thing, you know? You've learned in the past to just, nope, I'm gonna keep myself very defensive. I'm not gonna talk about things. I'm gonna let things boil until the pressure cooker valve blows, you know? It's really unnecessary. All right, let's get what's the vibe. Maybe we need to let go of these feelings. Isolation, rejected, left alone, self-inflicted. Okay, again, self-inflicted. You got to take care of this. Don't turn your back on an opportunity to do that. Let's go ahead and get a closing message, and then we're going to go ahead and pick out a trinket. I don't like to call them trinkets. Tokens, that's what we'll call them. We'll call them tokens. Symbolic tokens. There we go. Instead of trinkets. All right, healing. Wow. Incredible. Your body, mind, and soul are in a period of deep healing right now, Gemini. You're going through many transformations at once, and you're being asked to allow yourself to receive the healing you need with open arms, and an open heart. Again, there's a big thing about taking down your walls, being vulnerable. Vulnerability is hot as fuck these days, folks, because nobody's authentic anymore. Now, let's go ahead and get your treasure token, symbolic token, and let's go. What do we got? And it's this. Ooh, first place wins the race. Look at that. Excellent. What's this say? Is it a ribbon? Is that what it's called? Would it be reward? What would it be under? Award, yeah. Celebration, honoring, and reward. So celebrate yourself. It's time to honor yourself. Look at you, first place. Look at you. Look at you. You own that shit. You know what I mean? Beautiful. All right, Gemini, that's going to do it for your midweek reset. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. Join me Thursday night here on YouTube, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, of course, for the Eastern Daylight, I think. Yeah, we're still in daylight. For the full moon lunar eclipse special, where we're going to go over everything, including what it means for your sign. And we're going to do a meditation. And I'd really like you to be there. And yeah. So be there. Okay. All right, Gemini. I love you all. Take your prize, display your ribbon like you won first prize in the contest at the 4-H building. Okay. All right, Gemini. I love you all. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you soon. Cancer, welcome to your midweek reset tarot reading, and this is going to be for August 26th all the way to September 1st. Welcome. Hope you're on your way to a wonderful week. It's eclipse week this week. Friday, oh boy, can you feel it? It's in a fellow water sign. Oh boy. So, if you didn't check out the cosmic weather at the beginning of this video, make sure you do, because that's where we get all the lowdown for the astrology. But we're not going to go into it too much now. All I got to say is change your beliefs, change your life. So let's go to the tarot table and begin, shall we? Let's do it. Let's get our angel numbers. And you're probably going, what the fuck is that in the corner? And I'm going to tell you, I'm just not right now. All right, I'm gonna. All right, so one of our viewers, one of the many viewers that came in this weekend, I'm very glad, very honored to have so many people come in and go, hey, I watch your channel. I saw that you're having a special. Let's do it. Had a great time. Even though it poured like a son of a bitch, we still had a lot of fun. So your numbers this week are 999 with completion. Beautiful. Release what no longer serves you and prepare to embark on a new chapter filled with opportunities. So one of our viewers, she's a Virgo, Donnell. She gave me this little jar. She's like, you know what? I brought these for you. I thought you could use them more than I could. I don't understand how to use them, but they're symbolic tokens of all kinds, different kinds of tokens, and they have special meanings for them. And I thought, you know what? I'm going to pick one for each of the signs this week and see what kind of advice that it gives you and encouragement or anything. So, yeah. So thank you, Donnell. And the channel thanks you also. Let's get a message from our guides, Cancer. This is from the Energy and Spirit Oracle. I love it when people bring me gifts. And that's not the only gift she brought me. She brought me like all kinds of stuff. But damn, I just felt the love. Feel the love. You just did another reading today with somebody that watches the channel. It was great. I love that. All right, so your message from your guides is up from the depths with number 6 with releasing difficulty. Perfect. This is very Piscean. You're coming out of the depths of the emotions and stepping into the light. Come into the light, Carol Ann. Okay, so let's read up on it. A woman rises from a dark, watery place, heading up stairs that lead to a brilliant, peaceful light. This card foretells a time of great release for you, Cancer. An all-consuming issue is about to be resolved, or at least it's moving in the right direction. The difficult experience may relate to ongoing hostilities at work, financial problems, or unhappy relationships. Perhaps the depths you're coming out of are profoundly personal. It's also possible that you've been in a deep depression, dealing with chronic anxiety, or lost in an ocean of grief. Whatever the source of sadness or frustration, the light of divine love is shining down, healing this situation for you. Although there may still be some remaining steps before resolving this problem, rest assured that a bright new beginning is near. Love that. So your affirmation is this. I determine the direction of my life. I have the power to resolve any problem and live in my true strength and joy. Wow. Rising from the depths. Completion. You're almost there. You're almost there. Okay? Now, let's get our shadow work. Shadow work. Let's do it. And let's see what we have for you. There it is. Yeah, look at that. Close-minded. And this goes right along with what we need to release with this full moon in Pisces. Unwilling to consider other perspectives or entertain new ideas, so be more open. Again, openness, receptivity. This full moon eclipse is happening in your 9th house of releasing old beliefs that no longer serve you. Release what no longer serves and open up a new chapter. Maybe the beliefs that you've held have kept you in this difficulty. It's very, very cut and dry here. Change your thoughts, change your life. Beliefs are nothing but thoughts repeated. Okay? All right, let's get some more messages. There's 2. Can I get one more? Cancer, please. Yep, one more, please. There it is, healing. Wow, look at that. That's the first one they want you to see. And an end to the way that we're thinking, an end to difficulty. I like that. I know it looks horrible, but it's really symbolic to what's going on here. And healing. Change your thoughts, change your life. It's that easy, everybody. Okay? And wealth, opening up to wealth. You're almost there. There's so much to be had when we release difficulty. It does open ourselves up to wealth. It opens up ourselves to a wealth of possibilities that we never thought possible, you know? Maybe that's the difficulty. And the closed-mindedness is that you may have been brought up in a lack mentality, and therefore here we are in this lack mentality, and it's not serving you. Okay? So, but we're letting this go, so it's good news all around. Okay? Is that it? Yeah. Absolutely. Beautiful. Yeah, definitely closing out cycles with the 10 of Swords. That closed-mindedness. You know, look at the arrows, healing. We're learning a new skill on how to deal with this. There's an 8. Putting in that time. Another 8 with moving forward. This is movement. So I see movement happening for you and closing out a cycle. Again, completion, the 9 to the world to the 10, you know. Wow. This is powerful. Maybe some messages coming in for you. A lot's changing. Healing's taking place. Endings are taking place. And don't worry about the endings. They didn't serve you. Okay? Maybe doing some traveling. Always when the world there, the 8 of Wands, movement. You know, that could also be in play. Maybe planning on taking a trip. We got spiritual strength, our resilience. We've got to pull through this and not let our thoughts deceive us. Look at that. The solar plexus. I am worthy. I deserve so much more. I shine brightly as the sun. And another 8. Wow. Positive movement forward. Love that. The 8 of Pentacles. We got the 8 of Wands. And we have the 8 of Pentacles again. So putting in the work brings abundance, achievement, and staying focused. We got 888 and 999. Those are your numbers for this week. Wow. I love that. Let's look at relationships. Let's see what we got here. Is that it? Yeah, just one big chunk like that. Wow. Wow. All right, so there could be some drama going on again. Those arrows flying. Be careful. The emotions are high during this time, but be patient. Have strength. Leo influence is here big time. And then we have the 2 of Cups and the Lovers. Man, oh man, oh man, that's beautiful. So singles, couples, it doesn't matter. Open up to it. You know, again, get out of your closed-mindedness. That's what's stopping all this wonderful energy from coming in. It's really important that you do. What beautiful energy here. I mean, if you're single, you're getting out of this mindset and moving towards a relationship that you may have been wanting for a very long time. Okay? All right, let's do this. Rejection. This rejection is actually divine protection. Again, so don't make any dramas about this. Actually, look at this from a different point of view and acceptance. Everything happens for a reason. Again, man, I'm telling you, Cancer, this is a huge, huge move forward for you. I like this a lot. Let's get, what's the vibe? Cutting ties. There it is. Freedom, standing up and awakening. I love that. Cutting ties to old ways of doing things, accepting the rejecting and all of that. It's all for your benefit. Again, looking at things from a different point of view, so important. All right, let's get a closing message. Then we're going to pick one of your tokens. Yeah. And the full moon is a time to celebrate. And don't forget, this has celebration all over it with 2 of Cups and the Lovers card. Celebrate. You're being asked to celebrate recent accomplishments, no matter how big or small. Do something specific or special to commemorate the moment. You deserve that and so much more. Yeah, that solar plexus. Work on that. I deserve so much more. I deserve to open up to a relationship. I deserve more money. I deserve a better job. I deserve better, period. Okay, let's pick out a token for you. And here it is. And it is a bottle. I think, what does that say on it? Water? A water bottle? Pretty sure. It's not going to show up because it's too small. Focus. Yeah. Okay. So let's put that there. And read up on it. Water bottle. It's nourishment and sustenance. So make sure you're drinking enough water. Make sure you're nurturing positive thoughts instead of closed-mindedness. Make sure you're nurturing the relationships you have in your life. Make sure you're nurturing yourself and stay hydrated. Wow. All right, Cancer. That is going to do it for your midweek reset. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Join me Thursday here on YouTube at 7 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time for the big full moon partial lunar eclipse special I'm doing, teaching you all about it, and we're going to do a wonderful meditation with it. All right. So, Cancer, hydrate, nourish, replenish, and change the way you're looking at things and change your life. All right, Cancer, thank you so much for watching. I love you all, and I will see you soon. Leo, welcome to your midweek reset tarot reading, and this is going to be for the dates August 26th all the way to September 1st. That's it, folks. The fucking summer's over with. Why does it go so slow? Why? Why is it so short? I don't know. Questions that need answering. Speaking of questions needing answering, if you need to know what's going on this week, check out the beginning of the video for the cosmic weather. That'll give you all the lowdown and the dish on what's happening. And Leo, this Pisces full moon lunar eclipse is telling us to heal. Become aware of things. Maybe adapt a different way of healing processes, different modalities, something of that nature, and also shared resources. So without further ado, let's go to the tarot table and begin. We're going to start with our angel numbers. And you're probably going, what the fuck is that in the corner? That are our symbolic tokens, our mini tokens that one of our viewers graciously gave to me. Oh, look at the light shining through. Beautiful. Love that. And Donnell, she came in. She's a Virgo. And she came in for a reading this weekend and bestowed me with all kinds of gifts. And that was one of them. So I'm going to use these to pick one for us to kind of give us a little meaning and message. You know, again, more stuff I mean, she said, why don't you use these? And she's like, maybe you could use them on the channel. I'm like, yeah, I could. So number 343 is our numbers, and it's all about enthusiasm. Love it. We can be very enthusiastic. Leo, approach life with an optimistic attitude, even in the face of challenges. Be excited about the opportunities that lie ahead, to embrace them with open arms. Yes, absolutely. Be enthusiastic about life. It's a sad day when a Leo loses its spark. You know? Let's press on. With the Energy and Spirit Oracle, we're going to get a message from our guides. So let's see what we have. All right. And it's number 23 with Thought Vibrations. Resonant choices and signature signals. Let's read up on this. Almost seems like our vibe, you know? What are we putting out there? Like a satellite in space, Leo, your mind is sending and receiving signals in every direction. The vibrations of your thoughts and beliefs never cease projecting and receiving. This is a very real energetic influence on what you attract and manifest, a powerful force in your present and future happiness. It's easy to say that your cognitive patterns create your reality, but how much do you really think about your ongoing thought process? This card is telling you that you now have the power to bring much more positivity and self-love into your thinking. In fact, your mental power is growing more than ever. Consciously send out clear and attractive signature signals, and the world will return your loving messages to you. Again, you take an optimistic approach to life, and the universe has to respond in kind. So what are we broadcasting this week, Leo? All right? Our affirmation is this: I always have power over my thoughts. I release negative thinking and choose to trust in my resourcefulness and to have faith in my soul. Fucking love that. Love that. All right. Let's get our shadow work. So again, our thoughts are king. Our vibe. And it's just not thoughts, it's our vibe, you know? It's not letting anything wear us down. Even in the faces of challenges, we still have to be optimistic. Everybody does, just not Leo, you know? So, oh, there it is. Where is it? That's it. Okay. Interesting. And it's all about authentic self. That's right, stepping into our power. Be yourself, Leo. Everyone else is taken. That's right. So focus on your uniqueness and your individuality. What makes you who you are? You know what I mean? You don't have to compare yourself to other people or be like Joe Schmo. Sure, you can get inspired, but be yourself. You know, when I was trying to establish my reading style, I was trying to, you know, mimic other people. It's something you do, you know, in our human nature, you know. But you find yourself, and when I found my reading style, it was on and popping. You know what I mean? It was on and popping. So it's an end to what? Negative thoughts. Realizing that there's a simple way to do this instead of complicating it. So it's an end to complicated processes where it's just stepping into our uniqueness and our individuality. It's being enthusiastic. It's setting out the right signals. And you have plenty of time. Again, this eclipse is telling us, you know, sure, we're releasing and doing all this work, but let's not rush into things. Okay, that's a big, big, big thing, is not rushing into it. All right, so simplify the process here. It all depends on how you feel about it. You know, how do you feel right now? I feel great. Good. Then in the future, you'll feel great. You'll experience things that make you feel great all the time. Instead of going, you know, hey, you know, someone goes, hey, Jeff, how you feeling? You know, living the dream. That's sarcastic as fuck. You know, and we're used to saying that. Are you really living the dream? That's saying you're not. So what you want to do is say, I'm living my best life. Thank you so much for asking. You know, I'm doing great. How you feeling? I feel good. You know, I'm excited. I don't know what's going to happen, but I know I got plenty of time. And life ain't done with me yet. You know what I mean? Wow, look at that. The star. Very indicative to healing. So again, let's heal those parts of ourselves that stop us from being excited and taking things in stride instead of having to rush through everything. Although this energy is moving, definitely moving. So we're moving towards healing, we're moving towards more success, and we're being enthusiastic about it. I like this. I really like this. Messages could be coming in. Success, that's all you need to focus on, okay? Let's get some oracles and see. Okay. All right. Anything else? No? Okay. Got a big old no. All right, wow. Let's heal ourselves from conflict and defeat. Let's stop focusing on that. Let's not the bastards get us down and step into our destiny. Oh, man, that's powerful. That is powerful. And that girl looks just like my daughter. Unbelievable. Okay, let's keep going. Let's look at relationships. A lot of us are moving into some destined, it's time, okay? I love that. Let's look at relationships. Okay, what do we got? Well, we got the Death card again. So what this is saying is it's an end to conflict and defeat in relationships. It's an end to worrying about where are they. If you're single, they're coming. You need to heal yourself. You need to step into your power. Okay? The opportunity is coming. Communication definitely coming in to you. An offer is being made here, and you take it. Maybe you take an offer to like go and hang out with some people, and there they are. There's your person. You know what I mean? If we're already in a committed relationship, this is taking the steps to end the conflict and show your partner how enthusiastic you are. Yeah, some of this could be just this easy. Different pages. You and this person don't share the same vision. And it's almost criminal to try to hold on to a relationship that you both know doesn't, but you're doing it out of convenience, always fall flat. No. Self-care. Huge on the bill this week. Clear your energy field and focus on yourself before acting. That's huge. Get it right, Leo. Get excited. Simplify your healing process, okay? Wow, that's goddamn beautiful. Very powerful. Yeah. Salty, bitter, angry, and petty. It's an end to that, okay? The Death card is showing what's in an end to. No longer being salty, but being enthusiastic. There's somebody out there for me, and I am open to it. And also shutting this door, clingy on old exes, dead relationships, and old ways. This is the most important message for this whole week. And I want you to seriously heal this and put a fucking padlock on that door to those dirtbag Daryls or, sleazy Sheilas. Get them out. You don't need it. Okay? You deserve somebody on your same page. Let's get a closing message for you. Then we're going to pull out one of our newest little mini tokens and get a little symbolic message. Okay? Hey. It's very clear here. Take care of yourself. Put an end to these people that come and just want to take your sunshine away. You know what I mean? But allow. What are we allowing? We're being asked to open our energy field and take down our walls of protection in order to allow goodness into our life. Sometimes without even realizing it, Leo, we block ourselves from the flow of life. And it's such a gift right now to understand. It's so safe to open yourself back up. After all the years of closing down and being salty, it's time to open up. I'm ready. You ready? Leo, say it with me. I'm ready. Put that in the fucking comments. I'm telling you. All right, let's go and get a symbol for you. What do we have for us, Leos, fellow kings and queens? Ooh, and it's a tiny one. What is this? Ooh. Okay. It's an Aladdin's lamp. Look at that. Your wish is my command. Again, what kind of signals are you putting out here? Let's take a look at this. What does this say? Aladdin's lamp, wishes, possibility, and dreams. Go for it, Leo. Go for it. I love that. Excellent. All right. Leo, that is going to do it for your midweek reset. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget to join me Thursday, 7 p.m. for a special presentation for the full moon, partial lunar eclipse. Lots of info coming your way, and also to help you raise your vibration and move through this energy with grace. All right, fellow kings and queens, I love you all. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you soon. Virgo, welcome to your midweek reset tarot reading, and this is going to be for August 26th all the way to September 1st. Well, here we are. It's Virgo season. Happy birthday. Hope you are already celebrating your birthday or about to this week. What a week it's going to be. If you want to know what it's all about, check out the cosmic weather at the beginning of this reading so you can understand the energies that are available with this lunar eclipse that's happening on Friday in Pisces. So, Virgo, you're also affected by this too. Gemini, Pisces, and Sagittarius. Wait, yeah. Virgo, Gemini, Pisces, and Sagittarius, the mutable signs. You're all affected by this. It's gonna be a little bit more for you than it normally is for other signs, okay? So be aware of that. That's happening in your 7th house of relationships with others and yourself. Very important at this time, okay? So again, check out the cosmic weather at the beginning of the video, and also join me Thursday, 7 p.m. live here on YouTube. We're going to be doing a big old presentation on the full moon and how you can navigate it. All right, so without further ado, let's go to the tarot table and begin. Let's get your angel numbers. And you may be going, Jeff, what the hell is that in the corner? And I'm going to tell you. One of our viewers, one of our subs, one of our Vibe Tribers, Donnell, she came in this weekend and got a reading. And she gifted me these little tokens, and they all have a different meaning. So at the end of the video, I'm going to pull a token for you, Virgo, and yeah, pretty cool to add to the reading. And thank you all for coming out and seeing me this weekend. I truly adore when people come in and they're like, hey, watch your channel. I'm here for personal reading. I'm just like, oh man, I just love it. I eat it up. Okay, so Virgo, your angel numbers are 654 with simplification. Simplify your life and focus on what truly matters. Declutter your mind and surroundings for greater clarity and effectiveness. Okay, so again, simplify it. And only focus on the things that matter and get rid of anything that doesn't. Again, this eclipse is teaching us surrender versus control. And you like to keep a tight rein on everything, but for some things you just need to surrender, okay? So let's get a message from our guides. This is from the Energy and Spirit Oracle. And see what we have for you. So yeah, very blessed with all the watchers of the channel coming in. I mean, it's happening more and more and more, and I'm absolutely eating it up. I love it. I absolutely love it. So our message for this week is sensitivity and strength with number 3. Tapping the forces within. Let's read up on it, okay? Let's see what we got. A situation calls for some sensitivity right now, Virgo. It may be an issue with a friend or someone at work or in your family. Even if it's your nature to be strong, in control, and sometimes even aggressive, remember that it's possible to be both tender and strong at the same time. This card is telling you to pause and resist any old urge to plow through things. This energy is very much telling us to slow down, okay? Consider the peace and compassion you could introduce into a tense situation. When you look at the situation with flexibility and calm clarity, you bring gentle, receptive yin energy to the issue. Then your sensitivity and strength will come together in vibrations as powerful and as soothing as the sun's rays. Wow. So your affirmation is this: I express my sensitivity and strength in equal measure. I always have the courage to take the most honoring approach. Again, you're using both sides of that. You're simplifying it. You're tapping into those forces instead of just trudging ahead. You're kind of relaxing a little bit, you know? You're using that grace, that sensitivity, and that strength at the same time. And you can do it, you know? It doesn't always have to be my way or the highway, you know? You could do it with a little bit more sensitivity. And this energy, this Pisces moon, is really, you know, amping up our sensitivity. Okay, so yeah, find wholeness. Bring together fragments that complete you. This is acceptance and inner peace. Wow. Tapping the forces within, decluttering your mind, getting clarity. And this lunar eclipse is all about clarity, especially with Mercury has just moved into your sign today, is the day I'm recording this, the 25th. So your ruler is back home. It's at home. It feels good. You know what I mean? So let's get some little oracles with big messages. And there we are. Yeah, focus on self. That's huge. Oop. Upside downsies. Open up your heart. Self-love. Your relationship with yourself. Maybe doing some traveling. Maybe travel within. Then we have wealth. There's a lot to be considered and a lot to be mined in the inner mind. You know what I mean? I love that. Work on yourself. Simplify things. Okay, declutter. Declutter, declutter. All right. Let's get your messages for this week. Oh, wow. Okay. Love this. All right, so communication coming in strong, okay? You're going to be celebrating at the end of the week. You're going to be really shucking and jiving. It's time for celebration. It's a full moon. Celebrate. The Ten of Wands, releasing your burdens. The King of Cups, regulating yourself. Again, that strength and sensitivity we were talking about. The Ten of Wands is also showing how you can simplify your life by just simply letting things go that you're carrying around with you. The Ace of Swords is communication coming in. It could also mean travel. It could also have, a profound, like new way of thinking coming in, which really makes you want to, celebrate with a group of friends or something like that. Could get an invitation to go somewhere or travel at the last minute. It's all right. Go ahead and do it. Maybe a birthday party or something of that ilk. Okay, is that it? Yeah. Yeah, the Hangman is let go of the stuck perspective. The Ten of Wands shows you're doing that. And the crown chakra is, well, you know what? I'm not going to try to control this. I'm just going to simply open up to it. I'm going to simplify the way that I'm doing this. Instead of trying to force it, I'm just going to let it appear. And holy shit, does that do wonders for you? Okay? Let's get our relationships and love and all of the stuff. Let's see what we got. Okay. We've got no more holding back. Again, you're holding back in relationships. We need to communicate, but in a different way. You're moving out of the stormy kind of energy with the with communication. Again, communication is important at this time. It'll flow a little better for you. And the Knight of Wands is taking action to make that change. Not too fast, but fast enough. Okay? Especially when it comes to relationships. Don't hold back. Again, communication is important. Maybe you have to cut some communication with some people. It's okay. All right, so unplug. Working less will help strengthen your relationship. Again, we could be just going through this push and pull. You might have to just do a little bit more. It's okay. It's all right. Balance with yourself and with other relationships, other partnerships. Let's get what's the vibe. Okay. Interesting. Two-faced, double life, cheater, and backstabber. Well, we know what we're doing with these people. We're just getting them out of our life totally. Again, It could be ending relationships, especially with some of your friends. Maybe this full moon shines light on the fact that there's some backstabbing motherfuckers out there, and you need to release that shit immediately. Okay? All right. Now, let's get closing message, and then we're going to get one of our tokens. Okay? Let's see. Aha. Okay. Closing message is focus. You're being asked to shift your focus away from what isn't working towards what is. Paying extra attention to where you place your focus is the first step towards creating an amazing life. Beautiful. Focus on yourself. Focus on finding wholeness, that inner peace, simplifying things instead of complicating, all right? So let's go ahead and pull a token that gives a little message for you, and it is, ooh, okay. It's Cupid. And this full moon, lunar eclipse, is all about relationships. Come on, focus, man. I'll put it on that card. Maybe that'll help. There we go. See a little Cupid. Let's go ahead and read up on the Cupid. Cupid. Companionship, soulmate, and love. Focus on self-love. Love for yourself, and then it responds in kind back to you. You know what I mean? Very important. Very important. So love is all around. Be open to it. Don't hold back your love either. All right, Virgo, that is going to do it for your midweek reset. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe, and join me Thursday, 7 p.m. here on YouTube to go over all the things for this full moon and how to navigate it and how to work with it. And also, we're going to do a wonderful meditation, so join us. Come join the party. All right, Virgo, I love you all. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you soon. Libra, welcome to your midweek reset tarot reading, and this is going to be for August 26th all the way to September 1st, so welcome, Libra. Good God almighty, the summer is over just like that. Just like that. You know, for being on this planet for 58 years, you think I would have fucking learned something by now. You know what I mean? Because, you know, for this summer season, I took it all in. You guys remember? You were there with me. You know what I mean? And I really thought I took it all in. It just doesn't seem like there was enough time. You know? But hey, we get another chance to do it again, you know? So let's enjoy the fall. That's when your season's coming up soon, you know? Pretty soon, we'll be talking about your season in the fall, the beginning of fall. But it already feels like it here in Western New York. I don't know if it feels like it with you guys, but because of the dryness, the leaves are already falling off the trees. I have a black walnut tree in my yard, huge fucking tree. And those leaves have been falling since my birthday. I started noticing it. I'm just like, what's going on here? Indication of an early fall, no doubt. So, welcome, Libra. We got so much to talk about. If you didn't check out the beginning of this reading, make sure you do. We go over a lot of the cosmic weather and how it's going to affect you, especially with this lunar eclipse. So without further ado, let's go to the tarot table and begin. Let's get your angel numbers. And you're probably like, wait, what's that? Well, one of our viewers came to the shop this weekend and graced me with their beautiful presence and bestowed me with gifts. And one of these gifts was a bottle full of little tokens that came with a scroll that has all the meanings in it. It's really cool. And yeah, so at the end of the reading, excuse me, I am going to pull a token for you. Little bit more, you know, add to it. So Libra, I did kind of clear my throat, and that means maybe you have something to say. Communication may be important for you. And, you know, this full moon is in your 6th house of releasing old habits and, you know, daily routine stuff. So your numbers are 6, 7, 8 with progress. Beautiful. So Libra, you're making progress and advancement towards your goals, but stay focused and committed to your journey, knowing that success is within reach. Absolutely. The most progress you can make is know that you're making progress, you know? So let's get a message from our guides. This is from the Energy and Spirit Oracle. And let's see what they got for us. And it's number 13 with confusion. Well, many choices and uncertainty. The trials and tribulations of being a Libra. Let's go ahead and read up on it. Let's alleviate the confusion. Maybe we're making progress of getting out of the confusion and finally making a choice for ourselves, you know? It may have been a confusing time for you, but I think that now you're going to make the right choices. Okay? So the confusion card reveals a time of indecision and unrest. You want to move forward, yet multiple signs point in conflicting directions. There's much to consider, Libra, but uncertainty is fragmenting your energy, making you feel agitated or lost. Sometimes many options can cause you to jump in a lot of different directions, starting one thing, then going on to another, and so on and so forth. Yet at the same time, indecision can keep you frozen in uncertainty. Afraid of doing the wrong thing, you do nothing at all. So don't bring an all or nothing attitude to your choices. There is no right or wrong decision to make, just a new step in your process. So calm your energy and think things through. Trust in the light and resourcefulness of your eternal self. Within that radiant source, all answers appear and clarity is yours. And this full moon is actually bringing clarity to us, especially over the last 2 years. So this affirmation for you this week is this: I release doubt and the need for certainty. I am comfortable making choices and taking action. I believe in myself. Powerful words, man. Powerful. Let's do our shadow work. There it is, right there. And it's mental contest. Yeah, so you're going through a lot. Wow. Strength isn't from winning. Struggles define strengths. So this is about control, power, and anything that's being repressed. So you're making progress in the uncertainty and the mental juggling here and the struggles. You're really making progress in this. And this is what your guides are trying to tell you, you know? Uncertainty is the only certainty there is, folks, and you might as well embrace it. Really. You don't need to know everything. It's kind of like, I learned that lesson when I was little. I was a master snoop around Christmas time. I found all my toys. I found them all. I found all my presents. And it felt great because I couldn't wait. I couldn't wait to open all my gifts on Christmas Eve or Christmas. And I opened all my presents up, but I wasn't surprised. I wasn't flabbergasted. I already knew. It took the joy out of it. Knowing what's happening literally steals the joy from you. Remember that, okay? I'll never forget it. I'll never forget it. And then my mom found out that I was snooping, so she did a one-up. She took some of that shit back. I never snooped again. Never. This might be it. The reason why you're not moving is because you fear failure. And I'm here to tell you that's the wrong choice to make. You know, that road will lead you quicker to despair than anything. But I think there's a message coming through here. So pay attention to the message if it's already here for you. The sun, the soul. This is shining as brightly as the sun. And we need to change the way that we're looking at this. You know, you're drawn a moth to the flame, almost to that destructive energy. And you want to be very mindful of that, Libra, okay? So let's go ahead and start our reading. And see what we got. Yeah, I started these readings late. It's almost 4:30. I usually have these done by then. I've had a lot of appointments to do today, though, so that was kind of cool. The Five of Cups, the Seven of Pentacles, and the Wheel of Fortune. All right, stop wasting your energy. Put your time and energy into focus into things that pay off, and it's time. It's time to get out of this energy. That's the progress you make. That's the message you receive. Stop this. Better days are ahead for you. I'm telling you right now. Wow, that just sums it up right there. I love it when the messages are nice and sweet and don't need these long-winded explanations, you know? So let's get some oracles and see what we have. Is that it? Yes. Yeah, suffering in silence. No more of this shit. Pay attention to this. And following your intuition. You know this to be true. You've got to get rid of that. That's a bad habit for you, you know? And this is what this full moon is bringing to light, is the bad habits that we're carrying over. We got to let those go. It's time, it's time, it's time. Stop doom scrolling all goddamn day, you know? And then going, why can't I get shit done? Look at all these major cards talking about your relationships. You definitely need to have a conversation in your relationships. The Hierophant, have faith. A union coming together. It's going to take some time though, but time is on your side, okay? And completion. I love this. This is a very powerful message without having to overload you. You know what I mean? It's more visual so you can take it in. But this is a big deal when it comes to relationships with you, so be aware of this. All right, healing. Old wounds and childhood issues need revisiting. Do it. Take care of it. That's what this full moon is asking you to do at this time. And opening up to new love. A new love or recommitment to love is developing. How exciting. And it pays off. It's time. I'm telling you, the uncertainty, if you just embrace it, things start clicking. All right? Let's go ahead and get what's the vibe. Yeah. See, a lot of you are doing the exact opposite of this. You're drowning. Over your head, overextended and hitting rock bottom. Well, at least you can't go any lower than that. So now it's time to rise to the top. You know what I mean? Like, Libra, get your head straight. Okay? Let's get a closing message for you, and then we're going to go ahead and pull out a token. Yeah, double meaning here. Lots of healing and faith. Have faith. Okay? It's not always easy to have faith and trust that everything's going to be okay, but Libra, you got to do exactly that. Because when you have faith, your life will begin to flow in magical ways that you never imagined were possible. Pay attention to this. Have faith. You're almost there. You're making progress. All right? Let's get a token for you. I love these. Thank you so much. Yeah. There it is. What's this? Ooh. What is this? It's a fish? Is that what that is? Yeah. It's a fish. Let's put this on a card so you can see it. So, what's the fish? Is that what that is? How come I'm not seeing it? Or is it called something different? I don't know what it would be called. Let's see. Where is it on the list here? Koi fish. Okay, there we go. Divine flow, trust, and balance. Well, Libra, you couldn't get a better token than what you got right there. So go with the divine flow, trust the process, and focus on balance. What a great little message there. Yeah, there you go. Wow, pretty cool. Okay, all right. Wow, Libra, that is going to do it for your midweek reset. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget, join me Thursday here, YouTube, 7 p.m. We're going to go live and we're going to talk all about this full moon eclipse and how to navigate it. And we're going to do a great meditation to release. Perfect. Join me. I would love to see you. All right, Libra, you got the message loud and clear. Apply it. I love you all. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you soon. Scorpio, welcome to your midweek reset tarot reading, which is for August 26th all the way to September 1st. That's a wrap, folks. Summer's over. Hopefully we'll have good weather like Indian summer for a long time. I'm kind of hoping that too, you know? Like my daughter, she's already embracing fall, you know? It's 104 in Texas and she's already, making shepherd's pie and decorating with fall leaves and all of that. And I'm not there. I'm not anywhere close. I'm still clinging on to the summer, What are you going to do? But man, as this season really passed us by, and now we're in Virgo season, this is when we can get things done. And if you haven't checked out the cosmic weather at the beginning of this video, please do, because that's where we go over all the energy for this week, especially this lunar eclipse in Pisces, a fellow water sign. So again, this is asking us, full moons bring things to light. What emotions do we need to release in order to move forward? Big clue for us. And Scorpio, this is happening in your 5th house. It's eliminating anything that doesn't make you happy or bring you joy. That's an easy thing to do. You got probably one of the easiest tasks to do during this time, but it's no fucking joke. So you got to make sure that you do it. Okay, so let's go to the tarot table and begin. We'll start with our angel numbers, and you're probably like, wait a minute, what's that? All right, so one of our viewers, her name was Donnell, came in and got a reading this weekend for the special that I had for the farm festival. Even though it was horrible weather, she came in bestowing gifts and got a reading. And she gave me these little tokens. They all have different meanings, and I'm going to pick one for you at the end of the reading, so stick around for that. But what a great thing. I'm telling you, man, I'm seeing it more and more every day, all the time. A lot of people are watching the channel. A lot of people are, following and doing all of that. And I couldn't be more elated. I eat that shit up. You know what I mean? I really love it. So thank you so much for everybody that came down this weekend. It was fantastic. It really was. Especially coming from somebody that was second guessing their choice, because usually I'm in the park. And for some reason, my intuition said, nope. And I said, whoa, what do you mean? I always do this. Why are you telling me not to do this? And my intuition just said, you'll see. Until I looked at the weather report and I'm like, oh. And it stormed Saturday afternoon all the way till, Tuesday morning. It did not stop. All right. Your angel numbers, Scorpio, are 555 with transformation. Release old habits, embrace new opportunities for growth, and trust in the universe's plan for you. Word. There it is right there. 555. This full moon is also happening in what house? Your 5th house of things that bring you joy. Wow. Let's get a message from the Energy Oracle deck. Energy and Spirit Oracle. We used that last week. All right, let's get a message from our guides. Guides, what you got to say for Scorpio? Oh, which one? The one on the bottom. Okay. Angels of the 7 chakras. Love that. Number 35. And it's all about power, truth, and connection. So right out of the gate, my intuition is telling us, let's balance our energy centers out and find out exactly where they're stagnating. Okay? Let's read up on it. Let's see what it has to say. I don't remember if I got this card before or not. Okay. So this card is a reminder of the powerful presence of the archangels in your life. Consider the issue you're dealing with and call on the appropriate angel for assistance. This card speaks of the angels of the upper 4 chakras. So this is about the crown chakra. That brings connection with spirit. Okay? The third eye, that's Metatron. Uriel is the one for the crown chakra. Metatron is the record keeper and ruler of the clear thinking. He will enlighten you, your mind, and help you with your cognitive pursuits. Your 5th, your throat chakra, is ruled by Gabriel, and that rules communications of all sorts. So call on him for guidance in careers, in media and writing. He can also assist you in changing your self-talk. And last, the heart chakra, Raphael, is called the miracle worker. He brings healing to both emotional and physical issues. If you're recovering from some romantic wound, call upon his energy. So it's the top 4 chakras. And your affirmation is this: my chakras are open to their perfect, healthy, vital state. Angels bring healing and balance to my body, mind, and spirit. I love that. So it's the top chakras. It's allowing this energy to flow to you while your feet on the ground. You know what I mean? Let's get our shadow work. Ooh, there it is right there. And it's all about shadow dance. When you move shadows, you discover your rhythm. So this is about having some fluidity. It's about movement, and it's about being open. So again, being open, connections, movement, releasing, trusting in the flow. There's a dance that's going on here. So get your rhythm, find your rhythm. Okay? Maybe the universe, let the universe take the lead. Okay? All right, so let's get some more messages. Let's get one more. One more. Oh, there it is right there. Wow, didn't even see that fall out. Yeah, so I would say follow your intuition more than anything this week. That's your biggest strength. Let go of deceit, any self-deceit, any deceit that other people are trying to push on you. Again, finding your truth and your power, staying connected, and ceremony. So again, honoring the light and the dark, maybe doing a little ceremony for this full moon. There's nothing wrong with that. You're connecting, you're making things happen, okay? But really trusting your intuition and trusting the universe's plan. That's a big one for you this week, okay? So let's go ahead and start our reading. I mean, look at all the tokens in there. It's so cool. All kinds. What will be revealed for you? We shall see. You know what? It's really bothering me, but that leaf fell out. I don't know how that leaf fell out. And the thing is, I was staring at it the whole time as I'm talking to you. And, I told you I'd do this at the end, but I'm going to do this now. Here's the leaf. Let's put this on, let's put it on that so you can see it. Very tiny. Okay. So we're going to get the definition of this leaf for you now, okay? And it means, where is it? Oh, there it is. Hope, renewal, communing with nature, so grounding, okay? Love that. Connection. Maybe doing a ceremony outside. Connecting to the ground. Excellent. All right, so there's your token message already. I had to do it because it fell out. And I just wouldn't have been able to go through the reading knowing that leaf, popped out. So anyway, these cards are face down except for the 9 of Pentacles. You got this. Don't give up. Queen of Swords speaks her truth, cuts all cords from the past. It's your move. What's it going to be? You're moving into your truth. You're moving into your power. You're letting go of the self-deceit. You're becoming more fluid. You're releasing old habits. You're embracing new ones. Better ones that serve you. And connecting with the ground and in nature is very important for you this week. Okay? Let's get... Is that it? That's it. Wow. They only want one thing. You focus on victory and success. That's it. That's all you need to do this week. Interesting. All right. Let's look at relationships. Yeah. Fear of failure, being left out in the cold, the moon, release these emotions, release this. That's what the Queen of Swords is doing, getting rid of this. And what do? We shine, baby. Shine. Very positive outcome in relationships here. Again, getting rid of the things that make you feel left out in the cold and allowing the things to shine, and then we have the sun and the moon here. We've got that full moon effect. Interesting. Okay. Is that your message right there? Yeah, it sure is. There it is. Messages of love is finances. Financial challenges are affecting this connection. Yeah, so there's definitely a self-deceit of, I'm not doing my share, any of that. Let that shit go, okay? Let's get, what's the vibe? Your messages have been very, not long-winded. I like that. You know what I mean? All right, so you could also be dealing with some legal matters. It also means, like paperwork. If you got an outstanding ticket, take care of that shit, that kind of stuff. But pay your tolls. I got to pay my tolls. But yeah, pay attention to that. Do the paperwork. Okay. Let's get a closing message for you. And see. So again, trust your intuition. You got this. Joy, joy, joy. That's all you need to be focused on. And moving towards it. And getting rid of the shit that doesn't allow you to do that. But your closing message is, it's time. You're being asked to move forward toward the dream that you've been carrying in your heart. It's time to bring it out into the world. You're ready. It's time. Scorpio, there's no fucking around. Let's get to it. Why not? Stay grounded. Stay connected to your power. Don't give it up. And shine as brightly as the sun. All right? So, Scorpio, that's going to do it for your midweek reset tarot reading. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. Join me Thursday, 7 p.m. here on YouTube. We're going to do a whole big old special on the full moon, including how to handle it, what it's all about, and a guided meditation. We got you covered. Scorpio, you have a fantastic week, and I will see you soon. Sagittarius, welcome to your midweek reset tarot reading, and this is going to be for the dates August 26th all the way to September 1st. Wow, here we are. It's looking like the end of summer, folks. I'm looking out my window, and always got a hard time doing that. You know what I mean? You're a winter baby, so that's a totally different vibe. I was born in the summer, so I'm just connected to the summer. I'm sure you could say the same thing about winter too, but you're a fire sign. You love the heat. You do. But anyway, welcome, Sag. We are going to be talking extensively about the vibe for you. If you haven't checked out the cosmic weather at the beginning of this video, please do. We talk about all the info, all the astrology info I'm saying for you this week. So check that out. And without further ado, let's go on the tarot table. Let's do that, huh? Okay? Let's get our angel numbers. And you're probably going, what the fuck is that in the corner? You mean this right here? This has all kinds of little symbolic tokens in them. And we're going to pick one at the end of the reading for you. One of our viewers here on YouTube gifted those to me this weekend. She came in and got a reading, and we had some fun. And yeah, I love connecting with viewers. I'm so shocked every time someone says, I watch your channel. I'm like, what? I love it. 654 are your numbers this week, and it's all about simplification. Why complicate things? Simplify your life and focus on what truly matters, Sag. Declutter your mind and surroundings for greater clarity and effectiveness. And this eclipse is happening in your 4th house. So let's get some shit done. The Virgo is able to make the list, you simplify it, and you get it done. You're decluttering inside and out. It's brilliant. It's beautiful. It's what you need to do. But simplify the process. Let's move on and get a message from your guides. See what they add to this. And it's number 41 with talent guides. Look at all that talent just swirling around. Spirit mentors and teachers. So maybe we got some guides coming in. Maybe to kind of help with maybe the writer's block or creative blocks that we have. Very well could be. Countless spirit mentors are always available to help you express and expand your skills and talents. These brilliant beings are drawn to you because they shared your interests in their own lifetimes. Many times a talent guide will come unbidden, attracted to the resonant energy of your project. Don't assume you're just making it up. If you receive inspiration from them, whether you're interested in art, music, math, cooking, or even quantum physics, these entities could provide a pipeline of unlimited guidance for you. In fact, you may have known these masters in the past. These talented beings are reaching across the energetic realm to direct and inspire you. Answer your psychic door and let them in. Wow. So your affirmation is this. I am blessed with many known and unknown skills. Talent guides inspire me and give me confidence in the pursuit of my creative interests. Wow. So maybe you're simplifying the process here of how you create. Okay? But, again, the teacher appears when the student is ready. And I believe that maybe you will be. Maybe you're taking some courses from home or something of that nature. Okay? Ooh, look at that. Unmasking truth. That's exactly what this full moon does. The eye sees only what the mind is prepared to know. So this is about obtaining some revelations and some self-examining. Maybe really wondering what's happening here. Again, simplifying your process. Interesting. All right. We're going to keep going. There we go. There it is. Travel. That's the first one. Why did you only do one, Jeff? I shuffled one, fell out. 2, vision. Yes. Keep that vision alive. You see how the blindfold is over the owl's face? Take off the blindfold, open up to your vision. One more. Let's get one more for Sagittarius. One more, please. You're doing good there. Let's go. There it is. And it's wealth. Yeah, I love that. Maybe you're traveling for a job. Something of that nature. Maybe that's what you want to do. Maybe you want to be like a vlogger and just vlog about life. Hey, there's nothing wrong with that, Sag. Again, adventure. Are you kidding me? Let's go. You could be traveling, maybe making some plans to travel, so be aware of that. If you've been putting it off, do it. But again, this is all happening in your 4th house of home, security, making you feel good. Maybe you're working from home. I think I said that once already, but there's that influence. Okay? Is that it? Yes. Wow. Yeah, this is very empowering. I love this energy. It's nurturing and it pays off. The Emperor. Applied action. Take your power back. Get moving. The Queen of Pentacles is feet on the ground, taking care of yourself, nurturing yourself. And the 10 of Cups is the best card you can get in the deck. Well, razzle dazzle, folks. There it is. Beautiful. Nurture your projects, your creativity. Again, a lot of you Sagittariuses could be artists and you're taking your art to new heights. Beautiful. Let's get some oracles. We got the throat chakra. Speak your truth. Is that it? Yes. Positive movement forward. And yes, 8 of Pentacles. Beautiful. Positive movement forward. Because you're taking in this new applied skill or whatever it is and applying it to your vision. And it's going to really, for some of you, this might be a business like investment that'll really pay off. So be aware of that. Okay. You investing in yourself is your biggest payoff. All right, let's look at love. Okay. All right. Not a problem. We need to stand our ground, protect our energy around other people, put up boundaries. There's no fucking doubt about it. And you may be juggling a lot here. Maybe it's trying to please everybody. I'm getting that sense, and you can't. The best thing you can do is please yourself and really work on your safety and security. Again, this is home. You could be remodeling or rebuilding something at home. But be patient with this process. This energy is kind of volatile, so remember that, okay? And 2 of Wands, start planning. Again, travel. Ooh, excuse me, I got the hiccups. Travel, all of that. Pay attention to it, okay? Maybe you're traveling to your significant other or partner or whatnot, okay? Let's get some messages of love. Okay. It could be this. I see the 2s here, and then I see second chance. That's relevant. This relationship deserves a second chance. Maybe you just need to speak it. A conversation may need to be had. Twin flame, this is a divine counterpart connection. Yeah, we're getting ready for that, and we're moving forward. So you might be getting a second chance to do this all over again. How exciting. Okay, so let's get, what's the vibe? Exhausted, burnt out, burdened, and empty. Yeah, so again, maybe some rest and then some action. Again, we're not moving into this energy fast. We want to pace ourselves through it. Okay, so just be aware of that. Let's get a closing message, and then we'll get a token to close out the reading. So thank you everybody for watching and joining and subscribing and all of that. I love you all. And it's all about healing. Beautiful. Your mind, body, and soul are in a period of deep healing right now. You're going through many transformations at once, and you're being asked to allow yourself to receive the healing you need with open arms and an open heart. So don't not allow this into your life, okay? Let's go ahead and pick a token. Let's pick a token for Sagittarius. What is it? And it's this. Ooh, and it's first prize. Prize pig. Remember that from Charlotte's Web? First place. What other place would you be in? All right. And what was that? I remember it was award. Celebration, honoring, and reward. So again, a wealth of reward can be coming to you when you put the work in and you simplify your life and get rid of the clutter so you can gain the clarity. I'm telling you, you're being rewarded for it, and it shows. All right? Wow. Sagittarius, that's going to do it for your midweek reset. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget, join us Thursday here on YouTube live. We're going to be going all over the lunar eclipse and what it means for you and how to navigate it. And we're also going to do a beautiful guided meditation. So join us, Vibe Tribe. All right? Listen, I love you all. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you soon. Capricorn, welcome to your midweek reset tarot reading. And this is going to be for August 26th all the way to September 1st. There it is. There's the summer. We made the best of it, didn't we? Good God. But, yeah, it rained Saturday afternoon all the way to Tuesday morning. So I'm really glad I didn't participate in the park this year. My intuition said, when I said, why am I not putting in my application? Why am I not signing up for this? And my intuition said, you'll see. Okay. Well, you know, I've got an advantage. I have a brick and mortar business, you know, so I have a storefront. I'm right down, I was a block from the festivities. And yes, I am known for setting up and packing up the whole store and all of that. But, you know, if I'm not feeling it, I'm not doing it. And this year I just wasn't excited to do it. And it wasn't because of other circumstances. It was because my intuition was just like, do something here, Jeff. You know, do something here. And it was successful. It was great. And I thank you all of you watchers, so many of you people watching came down this weekend and have still been doing it. I just got done doing some readings here on Tuesday at the shop from some people that watch. And I'm just enamored by it every time, you know, because you really don't get that feedback when you're in front of the camera, you know? So when it comes back to you, it's glorious. And I just take it all in. You know, one girl said to me today, she sat down and she's like, I'm having a little bit of a, you know, I'm a little starstruck right now. I'm like, take it all in. Take it all in. It was great. The fuck? Usually does this on Wednesdays. Whatever. All right, let's go to the tarot table. Hey, before we do this, make sure you check out the cosmic weather at the beginning of this video to get all the astrology for what's going on this week. And it is heavy. All right, let's do it. Let's start with our angel numbers. You might be going, what the fuck is that in the corner? Well, I'll tell you. One of the many viewers that came in this weekend not only came in for a reading, but bestowed me with gifts, lovely gifts. And she gave me this little bottle. They were all filled with all these tokens, and they all have meanings. So she said, you know what? I don't know what to do with these. I thought maybe you could use them for your channel. And I'm like, you know what? Yeah, that'll be great. That'll be great. So Donnell, if you're watching, thank you for the gift. I was, you know, as soon as I saw it, I'm like, yeah, I could do this on the channel. Very cool. So we're going to pull a message out, a little token, and it reveals something for us. But first, let's get our angel numbers. I'm telling you, it was just a fantastical weekend. All right, your angel numbers are 777 with spiritual awakening. You are on the right path. You're spiritually evolving and aligning with your higher purpose. Beautiful. Okay. Get it, get it, get it. This is an awakening. Let's get a message from our guides. Just so you know, that lawnmower is coming in 5, 4, 3, 2. Right. Your message is the healing heart with number 9. Love, acceptance, and romance. Okay. Let's do it. Maybe that's your guide saying, hey, have you mowed your lawn lately? I know I gotta mow mine. I haven't mowed mine in like 3 weeks. It's been so fucking dry, you know? And now I look at it, I'm like, who the hell lives here? What bum lives here? All the grass has grown. So this card, Capricorn, brings bountiful joy and hope at this time. You may have had some blocks to love before, but those old frustrations and pains are being resolved. Your optimism about love is increasing, and you in turn are experiencing increasingly loving treatment. The process of healing heart energy always starts and ends with the self. You may have received misinformation about yourself or about love from your partners or your parents or partners in the past. The difficult experiences that once caused you to lose trust are now being released. and you are finally ready to love and be loved. So open your heart and tender care you truly deserve. Rest assured that the light of divine love is shining on your heart center. New love, abundant friendship, and tenderness are on their way. So let's get to the affirmation before the lawnmower gets here. Let's go. The light of divine love heals my heart. I open my life to the tender, caring treatment my soul deserves. Beautiful. Love it. Now, let's take a look at our shadow work, shall we? You know what? And that guy better fucking mow the lawn the right way too, because, yeah. Our shadow work, I'm just waiting for that lawnmower to come over here, is face your inner demons. Don't be afraid of darkness. There's a light nearby. So transform this energy. You can even integrate it if you have to. But it also has to do with your heart and opening that up, okay? So let's get... Okay, that's 2. Can I get one more for Capricorn, please? There it is. And it's balance. We're going to focus on balance first. I love that. So again, with the light comes the dark, and the dark comes the light. Okay, all of that. Look at that, the dark and the light ceremony. Pay attention to that. You know, there's a big thing about balance here. And trusting your intuition, big time. Okay? Again, spiritual awakening is happening here. Maybe do a full moon ceremony this weekend for yourself. Wouldn't hurt, you know? As long as you're not summoning demons, I think you're fine. And if you summon demons, well, you fucking deserve it, you know? Okay. Let's get our reading. Here it comes. It doesn't have that much to do over here. I don't know. You're just going in circles. Dumb fuck. Oh my god. Okay, let's see what we got. What do we got for Capricorn? Ooh. Wow, we got the King and the Queen of Swords out. Very big. Maybe some of you are getting married, something like that. Things coming together with a relationship. No doubt about that. Woof. Wow, the Ace of Cups and the Nine of Cups with the Judgment. Okay, so release yourself from all kinds of judgment here, okay? Release yourself from judgment. Stay right there, goddammit. And the King and the Queen of Swords, both out in the same suit, is a substantial relationship, romance, whatever. This could be the relationship with yourself. It's time to really set your goals. It's time to speak your truth. It's not time to judge. If you're judging, that's part of your inner demons, and you got to get rid of that shit. But the Ace of Cups is a new beginning here, taking care of yourself. The Nine of Cups is wish fulfillment. So if you are single, Capricorn, this is happening for you. But you have to open up to it. Again, it all has to do with healing your heart. Okay? Let's get some oracles for you. Ooh, there we go. Okay, anything else? Nope. Yeah, suffering in silence has got you stuck. And it's time to let that go. And when you do, everything changes. You have to believe it. You have to believe it in order to receive it. But, you know, again, this could be you not speaking your truth because you're afraid of what other people are going to say, or you're going to hurt their feelings. Really? Really? It doesn't even fit your MO, you know? So, let's see what else we have. Also, I want to pay attention. It's a small section of lawn. How many fucking passes do you have to make? Oh, that irritates the fuck out of me. All right, 9, 9, and 9. We're pulling it out already. We got 777 and 999. Don't give up. Release and let go. Perfect for this full moon. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. Look at that. Queen of Pentacles, nurturing yourself. I'm safe, I'm secure, I'm ready to love. Ace of Cups to the Knight of Swords. There could be an offer coming in for you singles, and it's also an opportunity to get out of some stagnant relationship and actually reinvigorate it. You know what I mean? 2 Ace of Cups, though, that's a huge focus on self-love. Fuck the partner. You need to focus on yourself, because you won't experience true love if you're not experiencing true love with yourself. Follow me on that. Okay? Integrity. Does this situation align with your values and morals? And that is the real deal right there. Because if you're selling out your integrity, you deserve the shitty relationship. You deserve better. That's basically the message. And play hard. Find time to laugh, goof off, and enjoy each other. All right, let's get what's the vibe. I'm telling you, if I put the camera out there and you saw how tiny this space was between the houses, you'd be like, what's this motherfucker doing? You know, it almost seems like he's doing it on purpose, but he's not. No, he's not. He's really not. I'm just focusing on it and it's making it worse. All right, so intimacy. Oh, mutual respect, unity, and closeness. You need this right now. Open up to it. Glow up. New opportunities, new career, successful business. Good. Focus on that. But I don't think you are. I think you're stuck. Stuck. S-U up. S-T-U. S-T up. Okay, let's get closing message, and then we'll go ahead and pull out a token. Excuse me while I whip this out. But we're going to get a token for you. Which one? This one right here. Yes, that felt better. Felt more engaging. Aha! Patience, young Padawan. You're being asked to practice patience right now. It's not easy to do this. But you're strong, and there's a reason why things aren't aligning in the way you want them to in this moment. Have patience. It will eventually work out. Let's pull a token. What do we have for Capricorn? What little token do we need? And what is this? Is this a coffee cup? Is that what that is? I'm not quite sure what that is. Is that a watering? Is that a watering? Is that like a cup with like scissors in it? Is that kind of like my cup at the shop with all my pens and scissors in it? Really trying to figure out what the fuck that is. Let's see. Ah, paintbrush holder. There it is. So this is about creativity, expression, and imagination. So be patient. Use your creativity. Heal your heart. It's very important for you. And stop getting stuck in those old ways that keep you suffering in silence. All right, Capricorn, that is going to do it for your midweek reset. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget, join us Thursday night, 7 p.m. here on YouTube for a full Monty on the full moon lunar eclipse. And we're going to do a releasing meditation. Of course, that's what we're going to do. All right, I love you all. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you soon. Aquarius, welcome to your midweek reset tarot reading, and this is going to be for the dates August 26th all the way to September 1st. That's it. Summer's over. Kids are going back to school soon. It's going to be Labor Day. Wait, is it Labor Day? Is Labor Day in September? Yeah, right? Labor Day. I think it's Labor Day. Mud on. Either way, guys, summer's over. I don't want to say it, but here we are, guys, you know. I hope it was a good one for you, and I'm so glad you're here today. If you didn't check out the cosmic weather at the beginning of the video, make sure you do, because we go over all the astrology and the energy available to us. All right, and we got this this lunar eclipse. This is closing out a cycle. This is happening in your second house. So this is all about how I feel. I deserve more. I deserve more. You know what I'm saying? That should be your mantra. I am worth my weight in gold. I am worth a fucking fortune. You know what I'm saying? So without further ado, let's get to the tarot table and start. Huh? Let's do it. All right, and our angel numbers are 876 with release. Perfect. Let go of old patterns and beliefs that no longer serve your highest good. Embrace freedom in your life. Release this week. You're probably like, what the fuck is this? I'm going to tell you. One of our viewers stopped in this weekend, one of the many viewers that did stop in this weekend to the Circle of Light, and bestowed a little gift of message tokens. Each token has a certain message to it, and I'm going to pull one for you at the end of this reading, so stick around, okay? See what it unveils. So release what no longer serves you. Let's get a message from our guides. This is from the Energy and Spirit Oracle. Not bad at all. Okay, there it is. It flipped over. It's trying to be sneaky. And this is Past Life Guides, Karmic Lessons and Present Assistance. So your past life guides are actually coming in to kind of help you to do whatever you need to do. Let's read up on it. It's curious. Okay. Your soul moves from lifetime to lifetime, and great bonds are forged in families. In families and during such shared experiences as love, gain, and loss. This card indicates the presence of past life guides, people you connected with along the way who want to assist you with your karmic lessons now. Wow. So, if you have a present question, ask your past life guides to bring the understanding you need. You may even get a sense of past events and understand their relevance in a current situation. If you're trying to manifest love, healing, or financial success, invite the assistance of the caring past life connections who you are with still and have more power than you think. So, your affirmation is this: loving past life guides are with me, bringing healing and understanding just when I need it the most. So it's almost like you're being guided to kind of rely on past experiences to kind of help you through your present. I like that. You know, maybe you're releasing some kind of karma. This full moon is actually working in that way of releasing this karma. So there's also that too. Good. It's great to release karma. Soul mirrors. Others reflect your own relationship with yourself. So have an open heart and foster any healing unions. Again, maybe we're looking at the past. Maybe something here karmically is kind of being released. All right? Wow. Pretty powerful, Aquarius. Of course, it's you, you know? All right, well, we got Luna, the moon, at its fullest. So pay attention to this full moon. Let go of any deceit, self-deceit, other people deceiving you. It's time to let that go. And let go of any toxic behaviors, toxic ways of dealing with things. Again, letting go of the toxic people in your life. That's huge. I don't understand why that glare. I cannot fix that glare. That makes it even worse. You know? Oh, God. I don't want that on me like that. Well, that don't help. Well, we're just going to have to agree to disagree, aren't we? All right, so let's go ahead and get our reading started. So again, we're releasing feelings, we're releasing deceit, toxic people, we're learning our karmic lessons, cleaning things up. I like that a lot. A lot. Aquarius, this is powerful energy for you. I'd embrace it. I know it seems scary, but it's really not. Yeah, look at that. See, we cannot hold on The Three of Swords and the Four of Pentacles, we're holding on to this emotional whatever it is. We need to release it immediately, okay? Don't be foolish, the cards say. It's your reset. You know, this is happening in your second house, giving you a self-worth reset. And the Eight of Wands, communication coming in, things moving for you. Beautiful. I love that. But no longer holding on to pain. Again, I'm telling you, you're releasing big time. It's beautiful. Aquarius, you're going to feel so much lighter after this. Really put in the work, okay? Very hopeful. Yeah, the Tower. Yes, things have been chaos, but don't let the chaos get you down. You got to be patient with your process, especially in releasing, you know? I think it's time for some life cleanup. That's exactly what this is. Life cleanup. Relationships seem a little odd. What's going on here? This could probably be the whole thing. Releasing those toxic relationships. I hope so. Okay. Yeah, we're moving on. Definitely coming out of the stormy waters. Good. Good. I like to see that. You should already be planning like it's already done, you know? You might be traveling, doing some traveling to a partner. You could also be making plans to do that, or really setting your sights on moving through a particular situation. But yeah, it's definitely good news for you. Ace of Swords is a new way of looking at things. Communication is definitely coming in for you here. Maybe it's a communication that you've been waiting for, Aquarius, so embrace it. Especially when it comes to a partnership, love, interest, or, you know, whatever. Decision. It's time to decide about this relationship, so make the decision. And you do. You know, take your time. No need to rush with these decisions, okay? Let's go ahead and get what's the vibe. And let's see what we got. Ooh, there it is. Yeah. And this is what we need to release. Absolutely. Envy, resentfulness, competitiveness, and discontent. This isn't the path to get you what you want. I'll tell you that. That's the road to ruin. And you've probably been sitting in that in a long time and holding back, and you need to release it this week. Okay? It'll make you feel good about yourself. Really not about other relationships. It's about the relationship with yourself. Okay, let's get a closing message, and then we're going to pull a token for you. How exciting. Okay. Ooh-wee. And it's listen, Linda. You're being asked to listen to your inner voice. It's been guiding you to do something or say something, and it's time to act on its wisdom. Whew. It's time to release. Let's get a token. What do we have for Aquarius? What token do we have for Aquarius? There it is, there it is, there it is. Ooh, and it's the giraffe. We'll put it right there. So listen to the message that the giraffe is giving you. And the giraffe means higher perspective, deeper meaning, and looking at the big picture. Okay? So listen to that message. With that giraffe, you're getting deeper meaning. You're getting some substance. I love that. Aquarius, that's going to do it for your midweek reset. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Join us Thursday night here on YouTube, 7 p.m. for our full moon eclipse special, where we talk about the lunar eclipse and how we work through it and what it means for us, how to use this energy, and then we do a guided meditation that will set you, chef's kiss, straight, baby. Okay? All right, Aquarius, I love you all. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you soon. Pisces, welcome to your midweek reset tarot reading, and this is going to be for August 26th all the way to September 1st. There it is, just like that. The fucking summer's done. The fuck? Just when you start to embrace a season, you lose it. You know what? I did something to like the side of my big toe, or like, you know, like underneath it, like that ball underneath it. Man, that fucking hurts. What did I do? Maybe I march like a soldier on the treadmill. Maybe I just overdid it. I don't know. The trials and tribulations of getting old, folks. Little pains that never would hurt you in a fucking million years all of a sudden start to come up. Like one time, I was leaning over a desk to get a piece of paper out of the printer, and I pulled my whole fucking back out. Whatevs. Listen, if you didn't watch the beginning of the video with the cosmic weather, go do it now, please, because that will give you all the info on the astrology for the work, and we got plenty this week. Plus, I got a few surprises in store for you, so go watch that, okay? All right, now, this is happening in your first house. This is your eclipse to release. 2 years in the making. What are you going to do? What emotional pain are you still holding on to that is stopping you from moving forward? Think about that. And how can you use this to reinvigorate your life? Well, we're going to get to the bottom of it today. All right. So make sure you join me Thursday, 7 p.m. here on YouTube for the Thursday Tarot Live. But we're also going over the full moon and all of that. So join me. All right. Let's go to the tarot table and begin. Let's get our angel numbers. And I know what you're already thinking. I know what you're already thinking. I know what you're thinking. We'll get to it. Don't worry. We'll address the elephant in the room. All right. Now, your angel numbers this week are 2, 3, 4, and it all focuses on growth. Perfect. So this full moon release is essential to your growth. You will experience growth and expansion in all areas of your life. You are on the right path, Pisces, and moving towards greater fulfillment and success. So there, we've got the growth. We got the countdown to growth. Now, you're probably going, what the fuck is that? That is a little bowl full of all these tokens. All these different little tokens. Somebody gave them to me. They gifted them to me. They came into the shop Saturday. Was it Saturday? Yeah. Her name was Danelle. She is a avid viewer of the channel. And I just eat that shit up, guys. I love it. And yeah, here we are. And she gifted me, she's like, I don't know what to do with these, but I thought maybe you could use them on the channel. So at the end of the reading, I'm going to pull out a token with a special message attached to it. Love that, right? Okay. Love the Vibe Tribe. Love the members of the Vibe Tribe. I am so grateful for all of you. Let's get a message from our guides. This is from the Energy and Spirit Oracle. And I met another watcher today. Her name is Michelle. Michelle, props to you, girl. Okay. It was funny. She came in, she came in for a reading, and she sat down, we shook hands, and she's like, I'm so excited and very, just her energy is just glowing, and she's like, I'm sorry, I'm feeling a little starstruck. And all I did was just sit there and was just like, just take it all in. Go ahead, take it all in. There's more than enough. Take it all in. And of course, I'm taking it all in. I just love that. So shout out to Michelle. We had a great session today, and you're on to great things. But again, you're missing out, folks. You're missing out on, these are general readings. Yes, they can be accurate. Yes, they can be scary accurate. But a personal reading for you is bar none the best thing you can do. So if you haven't booked yours, I suggest you get on it. Okay? In person or online. That's all available to you at the bottom of, in the description. Okay? So, yes. Great time. Great time. And I'm probably made a lifelong friend. This weekend has just been cascade of admirers and people coming in and saying, I watch your channel, I love your readings. I'm, you know, the one lady, Janelle, she's like, I'm obsessed with you. I'm like, oh no, but it's all good. You know what I mean? It was just, I'm telling you, I'm a Leo, I eat that shit up. All right, so your message is sensitivity and strength with number 3. Again, another 3, and it's tapping the forces within. Yeah, that stuff just, I just love it. I just love it. Okay, so Pisces, a situation calls for some sensitivity now. You have no limit to that. It may be an issue with a friend or someone at work or in your family. Even if it's in your nature to be strong and in control, sometimes even aggressive, remember that it's possible to be both tender and strong at the same time. And this card is telling you to pause and resist any old urge to plow through things this week. Consider the peace and compassion you could introduce in a tense or tenacious situation. When you look at the situation with flexibility and calm clarity, you bring gentle, receptive yin energy to the issue. Then your sensitivity and strength will come together in vibrations as powerful and as soothing as the sun's rays. So again, both of those can be used at the same time. So here's your affirmation. I express my sensitivity and strength in equal measure. I always have the courage to take the most honoring approach. So do it. You know? All right. Let's get our shadow work. Ooh. Do I keep any of those? Nope. Okay. Gotta listen to what Spirit says. You understand that too. You know? Okay, there it is. And it's find wholeness. Bring together fragments that complete you. This is about acceptance and inner peace. Again, tapping into that force within, that inner peace that brings out that strength and yet that sensitivity at the same time. You're experiencing growth and you're expanding on that, you know? So allow it into your life. Now, there's our 3 right there. Isn't that amazing? Isn't that amazing? All right, so use your voice for good stuff, okay? Instead of bitching, pissing, and moaning. Deceit. Eliminate all that. Self and others, all of it. Be gone, okay? And gift. And I love the representation of the gift because the gift really isn't the apple. Because if you eat it, it's one and done. It staved your hunger, but you don't have another one. Look inside the gift and take the seeds and plant and nurture those seeds, and you will never go hungry. You will have an abundance of apples. And that's what that message is trying to tell you. You see? Very telling. Maybe a gift is being just bestowed on you because we're moving towards that growth. We're finding that wholeness. We're not letting the self-deceit creep in. Let's do it. Wow. Anything else? Nope. Oof. Okay. 8 of Cups, walking away from what no longer serves us. Absolutely. We're making plans. And not only are we making plans and looking towards the future and getting really excited about that, but we're taking action. And I'm telling you, the Knight of Swords is always about using your voice. And that's very important for you at this time. But I love this. The Ace of Wands, there it is, the opportunity, the gift. How are you going to use that opportunity? You know what I mean? Let's get some oracles and see what we have. Yeah, memories of love and mental conflict. I think something from the past here has come up. Maybe that's what we're dealing with this full moon. That brings up those old feelings. So be aware of that. Again, it's no better time than now to deal with this. It'll bring a new opportunity here for you. It'll change the game instead of the game playing you. You know what I mean? But we're walking away definitely from the past. But we're being hopeful about our future. We're telling the universe, let's go. Let's do it. You know? Let's look at relationships. I have had the hiccups this whole session. Jesus. All right. It's time to put some things to rest. Maybe you need some rest. Maybe it's time to put some of these relationships to rest too. I think some of these people are just fucked. You know what I mean? If you want my personal opinion. The Hermit is, let's kind of go within. Maybe for a lot of Pisces, it's kind of been in like a hermit mode you've been in. And I really think that this is part of your growth. So don't shun it, but embrace it. The High Priestess is really trust your intuition around this time to kind of regulate what we need to let go of. Let's pay attention to 222. Let's put those on the board. There it is. Let's focus on balance and harmony. Because when we focus on balance and harmony, we introduce that into our lives. The Eight of Wands. So messages could be coming in. Things moving faster. Again, no rush. You know? Balance and harmony is coming in. That's what I think. Your message is awakening. Someone is undergoing a spiritual transformation, and I really, truly believe that's you. And I think that aha moment that I talked about in the cosmic weather about getting the clarity that we need allows us to move on. I can see clearly now, my bullshit's gone, you know? I got all of the deceitful people out of my way. All right. Including yourself, of course. Yeah, look at that, hopeful. This is it right here. Inspired, optimistic, and focusing on success. That's all you have to do. All you have to do. And you get yourself right. Now, let's go ahead and get the closing message, and then we're going to pull a token. And let's see. Ooh, beautiful. I love this. Perfect for this time. It's release. You're being asked to release any toxic people or situations from your life, Pisces. You deserve to be free of all drama, and this is the first step to achieving it. Absolutely. Did I say absolutely? Absolutely. Release. That's what this does. Get rid of the this shit in here that says, fuck it. Burn it all down. Why bother? Let's just sit and feel sorry for ourselves. You know what I mean? That's the hormone monster. You know what I mean? Just shut it down. All right, let's pick out a token for Pisces. Oh, what do we have? What do we have? Spirit, guide me to the right token. And it's, what is this? What is this? Ooh, just like release, it's a hot air balloon. And those colors match. What? What? And I'm going to tell you what. You know what this message is saying? Look, it's the exact same colors. There's no way you can there's no way, Pisces. No way. So I'm going to interpret this for you. First of all, I'm going to give you the definition of it. Adventure, journey, and exploration. But release the sandbags that keep that hot air balloon from flying high. Okay? Damn. I love that. Pisces, that is going to do it for your midweek reset. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget, join me Thursday, 7 p.m. for the full moon lunar eclipse. And yes, Pisces, thank you so much for watching. I love you all, and I will see you soon.